Echo? Oh, good. It stops.
Hello,
So,
everyone. Sorry about that. Go
hello.
ahead, you may continue if you wish. I apologize for being late. Make sure my kid had everything he needed getting
So,
home.
yeah,
No worries.
let's say you were born February 5th, 1962. That would be 2 plus 5 plus 19 plus 682, equaling 88. You would then add 8 plus 8 to get the result for your first card. And then for your second card, you would get 6. You get 16 for the first card, and then for the second card, you would add 1 plus 6 to get the second.
Nice.
I just used the Google machine. It was like Chariot and Tower.
Wait, you're also Chariot Tower?
Yep.
What, can you speak a little more, or can you raise your mic level? Because you're the
Sorry, I was
lowest so
reading.
far. There it is. There it is.
Yeah,
Cool.
my head was down.
All good. All good.
They got me
All
into
right.
that fucking voodoo shit.
Sounds like a lot of relations going on over here. Scary. All righty. Sorry about the delay. Let's open it up with some rolls. Go ahead and drop me some D100s, and let's see where we land in the beginning.
No, thanks. I just stopped by to say hi.
You recently left off, leaving the derelict ship, heading off way, maybe further toward Voxel Primaris. But there is something interesting soon to come between you and your destination.
Yeah, guys, did you decipher this binary message that we got? It seems to have been on an open frequency.
Something about how a rift has been opened. That was not me, I swear.
I mean, it would be blamed to be Shio who cast the originated spell that caused such an occurrence. So
Yes,
to be fair, it was
because-
not you. You were the recipient, but it was not you who caused it.
Yes, but
Like
while
most
we were
beautiful
doing all that while Shia was doing all that bullshit, the circle changed over the course of the spell.
Yeah. Still, wasn't you. I wouldn't blame you, or at least I couldn't possibly say it was Gaston who caused it. Now, being involved is a
We're just
whole
gonna
other
like
story.
Unless, of course, I decide, maybe one of the Gastons should be a Jedi.
That would be cool.
Shio wants a lightsaber.
No.
Aw.
Scimitar.
I promise I'll use it way better than Wep would.
My Sin Eater self could probably give you a cursed lightsaber that would eventually turn you into a Sin Eater.
I don't know what a Sin Eater is, so I'll decline.
Think Phyrexian, except instead of machines, it's Celestials that have been twisted into an evil version of themselves.
Gotta send a little in order to repent, you know what I'm saying?
I understand the words, but the premise seems
via
flawed.
Via cursed light ether.
We got enough curses on this team. I mean, look at the liches alone.
True.
Like, there's cursed, and then there's Jesus. Fuck, what happened to you?
Whip Seg, how old are you physically?
Old enough.
Alumni. At least one of them.
Maybe it was second puberty?
Good question.
I don't know. His puberty could have been cut off by the vampirism.
Ooh, that would suck. That is a very true thing, though. 95, 87, and 74. Oh, Seg rolled 74. And 74 lead us to this result. The rest of you guys didn't do much for the scuff, but the team held through. You guys hear something. A signal coming through. Beep. Beep. Boop. God, that shit sounds familiar. You only made one device that makes that noise. History check.
I don't like that it's a device is made. I feel like feel like something bad's gonna happen.
Let me
Can I
consider-
assist him by helping him not get distracted while looking through his book? Like, no, that's the wrong formula.
Wow.
Sure.
Two
Yeah,
memos.
give him a reroll on that one. Go ahead, you get one more d20, sir. Weesh. Oh my gosh!
How
I
is
can
it the
I can
same?
hand you a gift and it's still not going to
Oh,
give you
wait.
anything.
Maybe
Okay.
That is
maybe we
better.
shouldn't roll for
That is better because it didn't use his modifier, so that
Yeah,
would
it's
be
still
a
14,
14
14,
plus
15 if
1.
I give him the one, yeah. But still, it's not like amazing when he has a +5. Like, Jesus. It's just the raw
It
roll that
happens
kills.
every time. I don't know
I
why
know.
you're surprised.
It's nuts. I know. It's just, it blows my mind that we've gone almost like 240 something sessions actually officially recorded, not including the ones in between. And you still roll like this. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, did you guys know about the whole like Pokemon thing? When you name your character, it creates a unique ID that will forever stick with you. And when you trade and all that, that marker, digital ID is like yours if you were able to keep it carrying with your Pokemon.
Yes.
Did you know
Sounds about
that?
right.
So that's kind of like how I see, like, you are stuck in this. Like, it's like when you went into my Boundary server and created your character, it was just like, this dude is, and I'm gonna have to talk to my server about their
It'll
behavior
never
with
pass
you.
the history check.
I'm gonna do some little boop beep boop boops to it and see what it does. But yeah, it beliefs you, and it's so weird because you're like, it was my first one, my very first one. And I made it, and I asked it to make this noise so it sound like nothing else. And yet, it's out there. Now, this is a real historical punch and actual thing. So if anyone can figure that out, in the meantime, you can either shout it out or interrupt the session and say, "Excuse me, Mr. DM, I think I have the answer to the previous thing." You may do so, but it
This
is a...
Sputnik?
Yeah, never mind. It's over. I knew Iz was going to know.
I'm a
knew it.
huge nerd on that stuff.
I know. I knew you were gonna know. All right. Well, yes. Give me a D100 as is. I was like, he's gonna know this. So you feel silly for a brief moment because you're like, how did I not figure that out? Of course I know what this
Nice.
is. And then you flip it around like a yin yang. See how I twisted that around? You realize that it's your very first creation, Sputnik. The very first one you sent up to the sky. The only singular line code to ever float and repeat in the space of
Oh,
fields.
right. That's the one I didn't use magic on. I stuck it on a bunch of explosives and just blew it up into space.
And it still
Wait.
it still works, it still runs, and the unique power source, which you did not disclaim, is even more fathomable that it's operating.
Yeah, I could have sworn I used like a couple C batteries. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
What's a C battery?
It just kind of does a shrug. I don't know.
imagine-
It's been forever.
I imagine
And
it's
now-
better than a B
And now the
battery.
Phyrexian me is yelling at me in my head.
You guys hear the secretary, and they produce like an entire kind of like just because they're winged, just for this flavor purpose. It's like the Resident Evil 4 black market tier, and he's like, "Do you want to buy something?" But it's in Secretariat language, and it opens up its wings. As it does, you guys see a plethora of pages listing every version of battery has ever created, all the way down to 30012. And
Why am
man.
I on this list?
that
Is
tells you something because he used C battery, literally a singular unit digicode. This was the 3rd generation battery to ever be created, and yet he created many.
So I'm not concerned that Shio is on the list. Why am I on the list more times than Shio?
Because you are a battery?
It's a boat yet.
I mean, I use everybody as like a magical battery. I mean, you've helped me in rituals
There's
before.
there's a big old like next to your guys' name. There's like a scribble, like a customary marker that says D.U.H. Duh.
See? It's like I foresaw this and put that in there. Anyway, do we want to go pick up the metal cylinder?
a metal cylinder? Did you fill it with explosives? Is
No, I had to use the explosives to launch it to space.
Why did you do that? Like, what is this thing?
Oh,
Beep,
I just
beep,
wanted to throw it into space. I mean, do I need reasons?
It is legit just a proof of concept. Like,
Wait,
You know-
seriously?
I feel like you guys aren't appreciating the artistry I had to go through to get this damn thing up here.
this is the first junker to put something up
No,
here. and he's
I'm
still
just
proud of it.
I'm just confused as to what was, so there was no purpose behind this.
To be the first
No.
without magic, definitely.
Oh yeah, I used it for radio detection and ranging, and some other things. I mean, I detected frame drag and some other stuff.
Oh,
But
sweet.
I mean, yeah.
This thing is close to the Thorexian base. We might be able to gain some intel from its telemetry data.
It looks at you blankly. Yeah. Telemetry.
Oh boy.
I mean, I don't want to say anything, but it just makes a beep sound. Unless it got a whole Voyager treatment. Oh, I really want to see what it's been up to.
What is Voyager? Is that my prototype?
No.
Okay.
I go over to Seg. Pilot to the beep.
Well, you heard the man, Robert. Let's head towards the beep.
I shall do as you are telling me, and then I will take something from your pocket.
I love how he's
So-
honest.
So while you're taking something from his pocket, I have a question
Of
for
course.
you, Robber. When do you know when you encountered those Moogles?
Well, if I were to check my processing data, I could tell you that it unfortunately was damaged then after I had already processed such impact or interaction. Though I can say it must have. You hear the dial-up tone, and then you hear the phone disconnection. I have been able to close in on its gap of time. I have been able to identify that it was probably within 20 to 30 years in which I had came in contact with them. The very last time in which precise point I can provide to you. And let me find the spot right here on the map.
Hey, it's
Oh?
Get an icon for you. Hold on, let me
Yeah?
find a little icon.
do you remember when you first met Byron? Like how
Nope.
long ago that was?
Not a clue.
Cool.
Mostly because I can't remember anything.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's not voluntary. It's really just it's truth.
Well, sometimes
I
it
mean,
is. From my
His will
understanding of how
try.
it works.
So you see glaring eyes present. I believe it was somewhere within this Dole hex radius. I don't know if you guys can see this one. I should add like light to it or something. To be fair, if the battlefield is black unless you have vision, I guess, right? So it works, I think. Oh yeah. Can you guys see that little light area way south?
Over here?
So yep. Can you see the eyes, or do you need the light?
Mhm.
Like, can you see the
I
eyes?
see the eyes.
So you don't need a light on it.
Nope.
The
I
eyes?
can
Cool.
see him.
Okay, that would be your Moogle target.
Oh, those eyes.
Cool.
It's 1100. Or, yeah, no,
Also,
1100.
so when do we want to actually move over to the thing?
What thing?
The thing that you launched into space.
Oh, that's what you guys were doing. You guys are redirecting toward it at this time.
Oh, so it's over
How-
at the eyes.
No, it's not over at the eyes. No, the eyes is where Robber came into contact with the Moogle.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
While
You guys
we're
collect 2 gains of debris, 2 cracked adamantine hull fragments, which can later be used for ship armor upgrades.
So-
Congratulations.
I would like to, while we're moving, use the replicator.
Okay, to replicate what?
How high a magic item are we allowed to replicate with this, if at all?
I didn't build that in.
I mean, with my help, we could make it an artifact.
Wait, you
grade
mean
that
the crop
wants to
replicator
stay.
or what?
The replicator that's on the space station.
Yeah, the crop replicator?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, give me a second to think about that one. Okay, so I'm following the vibe. Now, can you give me an example of... Now, remember, it's a crop replicator, so it's meant for the sense of a farmer's automation. So it's going to have all the necessities of such. It won't have things that certain spells need. Consider it that way, right? Because spells
Right.
require certain components. So druid spells would probably really be easy to manage. Earth-based things, anything that requires natural resources, I would say the replicator could... You guys have like a slew of options. This thing can do, there's all kinds of crops that are not necessarily used for eating that you guys could replicate that have the density or what is that? There's a term, I'm sure it is, or someone knows it, of how much it can handle and pressure that they have used as substitutes for part replacements, what have you, when they are in need.
So, AZEREP, you know what a Marlboro is, right?
I
want to produce some fruits.
Okay, so you just want the Marlboro fruit, not the Marlboro? I thought
No,
you wanted Marlboro.
I
was like, I want the Marlboro.
No, I want a Marlboro.
No, eyeball thing. You talking about a cigarette?
I do not want to get in combat right now with a tiny baby plants.
I do. It's so cute.
I want the fruits because Marlboro fruit can basically heal a fuck ton of status effects.
Okay, but a Marlboro fruit, though, in my world, I do agree it is special. It's a rare consumable. It is an organic tech relic because it's obviously created from a crop replicator. Great choice on that one.
It would
it is
basically
considered a biohazard depending on how it comes into ingestion. A Marlboro fruit is swollen, pulsating pod that grows only in high toxicity biospheres, often near the nests of ancient airborne leviathans or within rogue bioengineered jungles, which would fall into the Zoroshi, which some of them, or yourself even, may have visited briefly, which drift through space. Hint there. Its surface constantly secretes a mist that smells like a sweet rot, but of its own ozone layer. So even without contact, there's constantly like a continuous barrier of its own choosing. There are 4 potential outcomes on how this would come upon someone actually introducing one. But before I tell you all these amazing things, what was your general intention with this fruit in purpose of your use?
Basically, this would be either a potion of lesser or greater restoration, depending on the level of success.
No. Remember, we're in the battlefields, so anything that's created in the battlefields has side effects. Yes, those are possibilities, but if things go wrong, you get this instead. It is a influence effect based on the creation when making them, and it's because when you harvest them, there is a squeezing process. There's a whole thing to it, and it has to be done by hand. Machines can't do these things. So you get the fruit. This is the worst it gets: bad breath, toxic synergy, viral memory bloom, or psychoflora bloom. And while you won't know exactly what those all are, you know those are side effects because it is documented just by name. Clearly, there's a note somewhere else on the ship, but you understand that they have succeeded, but it comes with a 60-40 risk. And the 40 is their success rate. Remember, it is from another place, and it was unfortunately brought into space.
Yeah.
God, I love the battlefields. They're so fun.
So, you guys want to gamba on what could potentially be a greater restoration potion?
Absolutely.
If anyone wishes to look at this document with him, you guys, anyone, including Gaston, could roll a nature check, and depending on how high that is, I will give you a bit of bio information that was recorded here.
Yo,
Of
my buddy would be
course.
perfect for this. Yes. He's like all up in nature. and
Yeah, we all
stuff.
forget Gaston's a Druid, right? Because he never does Druid things. He just
Web.
takes the benefits silently.
No, that is
or
not
Web.
true.
Yeah, sorry, Web. That's true. Sorry, Web.
I'm about to say,
Oh,
what does that
also-
mean?
too?
Technically, because Gaston is a Final Fantasy 14 style monk, yes, he is a druid. He does shit with ley lines flavor wise.
But that's not what they are literally, though. Like, he has literally every spell. Well, not every spell, but he has enough equalness to Is, and he never shows it. Is my
second
point
nature.
of his Druid. Yeah, his Druidness. And we always never talk about it, but we always bring it up, and yet he sucks at it. So it's just ironic that he himself is the least Druid, but is a Druid all his life. Is, you didn't roll.
All right. Do-do-do-do. I know. I'm worried. Oh,
I
man,
was like
you done that one for a
working.
second.
I had a little note scratched on the side, putting Tawny eyes, and it's ironic. Tawny. So that was kind of fun.
It should be a 21 because I clicked intelligence.
That's totally cool, dude. You're so smart. You and Gaston figure something out. Boom. The Malbro fruit is a descendant of an ancient terraforming biotech originally designed to purge atmospheres of pollutants. Somewhere along the way, the fruit started learning. Now it grows where the toxins are worse and calls the toxins.
Huh. Is that why it thrives where mana grows stagnant?
Some say the first Malbro tree still walks the galaxy.
So, do you need the fruit, or can we just make a scroll?
I mean, we could probably just make a scroll of lesser or greater restoration. However,
You're right.
I
I do kind of see what happens. I go to the replicator and start programming.
I wanted to essentially see if it was possible to just if Marlboro fruit was actually in this database, and apparently it is. So,
But if we make it, you have to use one of them and test it real quick, because I have to know.
Aren't you like permanently down some HP? Couldn't you use one of these?
I'm down HP.
Yeah, wasn't there like a statue that lowered it? Because like I know
Oh,
your health
yeah,
is
that was
lower
a
than
good
it
long
should
time
be.
ago.
It
I
was like last
guess.
week, actually.
But I'm going to do it out in space, because I have to know.
Also, while they're working on that, Shio and I were gonna try to reverse engineer / repair that armor plating with the extra adamantine we have on hand. See if we can
Okay, but
at least repair the ones we have. At best, print some more to start putting on the ship.
in the engineering bay, or
Yeah, in the engineering bay.
okay, so yes,
Because it says
you
we can
guys.
craft
Yep,
any,
you guys
items and upgrades.
can absolutely go in there and start working with the engineering bay now. No offense, as bright as you both are, you're a bunch of dumbasses in this kind of technology. So you guys can either try to find the manual or try to figure it out by stopping and going, reset, stop, oh, reset, stop. It's work. Just let it run. Fuck it, stop it again, reset. You know what I'm saying? Like a 3D printer
Will the
retech.
memory
Okay.
card help them?
I'm not gonna lie, we have a secret weapon here, and I'm
Look,
gonna
I'm
hire...
not bringing it up. Unless you speak about it, I'm
No,
assuming
yeah,
that
yeah.
you two dumbasses are either.
No,
I'm just saying,
no.
if you two are trying to actively touch something,
Yeah.
it's either you do or don't know what the fuck you're touching.
Will
Right,
the memory
genuinely,
card help them?
I appreciate you bringing it up, actually, because we're gonna get Robert in on this shit too, because he probably at least knows a little bit about this tech, and he can
What?
try to explain it to us.
What were you gonna go about?
I was gonna say, will the memory card help them?
I mean, golly, if you were to plug that thing into any motherfucker, it might do something.
I mean, we're gonna plug into every motherfucker, all right?
Did you already plug it in or no?
Not in our ship.
Okay, so you're in your ship. You can choose where to plug it in, but I will be honest with you. Where you plug it in matters.
Second player memory card slot.
Yeah, that one.
Would you decide?
I would probably do it in like our main area, just like how I got it from. Right? Makes sense.
So you're gonna take it to the HUD.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
got it
yeah,
from their
just-
HUD. Might as well take it to our HUD, right?
Yeah. Plug it right into the bridge, bro.
Hell yeah! Everybody, hold on to your dicks.
I'm sure RIA has this. There's no space
What are you doing? What are you
diseases
doing?
on it.
What's going on?
What?
I said,
plug
hold on
in
to
the
your
hard
dicks.
drive.
I know.
What? We'll plug that in the engineering bay, so it's not.
Nope. You're at the hub. You see Robert right next to you, and he's like, "Hey, what is that? That sounds amazing. What are you gonna do with it?
We're gonna find out.
Help me help you. Look at this." It puts its hand out and it forces the memory chip bay open without even having to press a button. I can hold it for just 10 more seconds.
We're gonna slap it in there.
Is
Thanks,
ruining
Pinocchio.
the scientific process.
It pulls its hand back. Oh, this port wasn't meant for that. It looks
Well, it
at
is
you.
now.
Oops. Give me a D100.
Webs, what did you break?
We're gonna see if I broke it.
25. What a quarter. All right. Wow. Wow. Okay. Interesting. That's 5 of you. What? Flip a D5 and you tell me either it's either Gaston 1 is 2, Seg 3, Shield 4, U5, or
I'll take
backwards.
that.
Okay.
Izzo's
go for
going to
it.
look around and go, well, there's no red lights.
No, there's about
You
to be.
guys see the machines. Shio, you immediately feel this light from wherever you are standing in the ship find you. It's like on a tractor on the very ceiling. You didn't realize it because it's magnetic and it's hidden in the walls. And you see this little machine. It's like an upside down Roomba with like a super cool like UV beam on it, and it's like you immediately just feel this. It's like forcing you to be smarter. You get a +2 to your intelligence checks. You get an
Anything
advantage on
Any
hacking for the next 24 hours. However, this is what you hear. This guy thinks he's gonna hack me. No, it's gonna go the other way. 7264, you're going down. You continuously hear hackers after hackers beating each other out for this unique encryption, this unique ability. Though it haunts you, you benefit.
Guys, I oopsied. Someone unfuck me, please.
I
What?
understand, and she just like floats up the stairs.
Someone else, maybe.
Oh, did you like take over his
If
mind?
Baymax
How
is
this
shut
happening?
and you see Robert go, it is locked. I cannot open it by force. Oh, we shall have to wait it out. But
Sir,
we
you've
can
done
do
enough.
other
Okay.
cameras. He like points and the cameras rewind and it shows and it zooms in on web. Beep, 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 pulls up his image and everything like it was fully identified. And you see him zip, plugging it in.
I asked you for help. This is just as much your fault as it is mine.
Robert looks at the rest of you with no different remorse in its eyes because it has no emotion.
Okay. I was hoping.
I'm sure he'll be
Stone cold
fine.
eyes of a killer. All right.
I was hoping after we experimented with the Marlboro fruit that we could get Ridley here. But I guess we're going to do this now, as Gaston's going to go over to try to repair whatever damage Robber and Whipped did.
Since I'm already in trouble, I want to push one more button.
What button is that?
Doesn't matter whichever one's the shiniest.
Shio, you just feel this kind of kick. I don't remember installing this, but I do feel smarter. Wet. You press around the button. Can you give me a D25?
This is what we call learning, guys.
It's a whole new world. Da, na, na.
You know, I'm getting kind of worried about your
A
ability to
glowing,
graduate.
unlabeled button flickers between colors and fonts, almost as if it has unique glyphs that you don't quite grasp.
Oh, let's hit the wingding button.
Pressing it once, you hear like something is being pulled or dragged or some other source of something. And with it, the entire bridge shifts to a chill vaporwave, lightening music. No mechanical effect. The entire vibe is just. And you guys get this steam coming out from the floor, and it's cool. It's relaxing. It's almost as if it was like a one of those like what are those things called? Like spring mist spray bottles. You know, it's true water. You won't get sunburn from this. You know. Go ahead.
I'd like to imagine that if it's vaporwave, the Balatro theme just starts playing in the background.
There you go. Okay. With such, you guys are just relaxed. It feels good. You're totally maxed on your vibes. All of you guys have this naturally unrollable, unsavable, hallucinogenic effect. You are at your contentness. You don't know why you have been pleased. You don't know what makes you feel at ease. This is the first time ever any of you have forgot about the bullshit you have caused every step you've existed next to each other. You guys are just like in the conference meeting at the end of it all saying, we fucking did that.
Guys.
We're the best around.
So with this, what actions would each of you do under this effect? We will start with the popcorn, and I am going to begin with Seth.
Honestly, this is not Seg's first rodeo. You know, he loves drugs, and he just feels more inspired to work on the armor now.
How do you do it though?
Artistically, it's no longer like a job. This is like a project. You know, and almost like a work of art. Each individual panel.
Can you give me a go ahead?
Whether or not that will actually work out in his favor is not really his problem. He's enjoying the process. And hopes that Shio is still conscious enough to help him.
You give me.
Oh no! Don't let Shio help you. There'll be references to the golden ratio everywhere.
Could you give me a bro roll? And that requires you and Wep to roll D100s. Anytime I ask for a bro, this is a homebrew rule. If you guys have to do a bro roll, or whatever unique combined it is, you guys have to roll a D100. The closer you are, the more inspired you are to get shit done.
Remember when we matched?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. The vibes were perfectly aligned. Oh, that's
hey!
my boy.
So close.
Absolutely, it's still true. You guys just say, you start working with this machine. You don't know what the fuck it's doing, but for some reason, as you're thinking it and as you're like in possession, yielding it, kind of connecting unknowingly with your Dalkir and a lunch abilities, realizing that there's some kind of kinetic and electric conduit going on. It's helping you envision this unique kind of feathered, dual-winged armor, one of Wep's, one of yours, and it originally exceeds in a folded kind of against its body on both sides position, but in the sense of combat or threat, it outreaches and does what your bro does best. Hides behind a steel wing, and this is adamantine. You have the plans. They're beautiful. They're met. Anyone who walks over you will be like, damn, he's actually doing something. That's even Gaston would be fucking impressed. But you need 7 more adamantine of literally any source, adamantine, to complete the build.
Oh, beautiful. My pièce de résistance.
And the ship, or you actually see Robert roll up. He's like, wow, that is amazing architecture. It is so asymmetrical that I love it even more because it is so I do not understand, but I do have an amazing name suggestion if you would allow such concept.
Hit me.
Sephiroth.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
He's
I
already.
agree.
Yep. It's called Sephiroth. Yeah.
So as the word Sephiroth leads Robert's speakers,
Ready
I
for that moment.
immediately I would like to, using my monk abilities, just end all negative effects of whatever the fuck is going on with us being high right now,
Okay.
if
You
there are
do.
any.
Okay, you do attempt to. Go ahead and give me a insight check. This is something you need to find in yourself before you can help others.
32.
This is your hormones. It's a hormonal level. It is not an induced drug. You are in a state of true content. You don't know how long it'll last. It's like you took ecstasy, and there's real no way to end an ecstasy high in an instant. But like you are objectively understanding. I am in this state. I am forced to smile. I am frustrated and mad in this shell. But there is really your body at this point in that static state.
Cool.
I don't know
So
if you guys ever took ecstasy, but that's how I had my experience. So it was
I'd
pretty
like
crazy.
to imagine Gaston just yells no and then immediately goes back to the stupid ecstasy state.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could we please not?
And with
I
that,
I
your body
don't
armor
want
has been dubbed.
I don't want that mama's boy anywhere near me.
That's all they are, though. We got Professor Bay. We got Seg, who's been like misplaced. He's like the one who fell out of his roost, and then we got Shio, who doesn't know who Mom or Papa really is. If it's been is Daddy the whole time, it's so confusing.
Also,
I made him a family. I'm not a monster.
okay, so
Valid point. See, further deepened.
I don't want to draw his attention because I'm pretty sure that he's a multiversal entity at this point.
Well, maybe homage will do them good. But yeah, so what do y'all do otherwise? I mean, you guys get to beep, beep, boop button.
Oh, did we make the fruit? I was going to take one out and test it.
Excuse me. Yes. One fruit comes out. The next one will take another 2 hours. Other such, you guys would have to actually like who's testing it now.
I'm going to go out the airlock. I'm going to test it by eating it, I guess.
Oh
I
Jesus,
assume
you're gonna
that's
go
how
outside. I love it.
Oh,
I
you
love that
got
you guys
to.
are
So
forcing
so
these
are
things.
you just throwing this? Are you just gonna throw the seeds out?
No, he's gonna eat it. He said.
No, but Marlboro fruit has seeds in it. It has
Doesn't
a
mean he
huge
won't.
bit.
He's a dragon. He's not a human.
Do I not want to eat the seeds?
I mean, I don't know the effects of a dragon eating the seeds, but I'm pretty sure there is a tiny bit of cyanide in those.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I'm immune to most poisons.
Okay.
Shio's just gonna
I'm
keep an eye on Iz.
I'm going to go to I'm gonna go to the teleporter. I'm going to go try to get in contact with Ridley
Okay.
as Gaston's gonna go to comms.
Okay. Before we get to that, does anyone else do anything?
Shio wants to use the scanner to try to see if there's any like ports nearby because we need resources. And if there's a port that we can go to, we might be able to get trading.
Okay.
'Cause we're gonna need more defenses and hiding systems before we can approach the Phyrexian base. This thing's we're not going to approach a military base in
So-
Winnebago.
I'm gonna
Your
pull
main.
a 5-foot cube of adamantine out of Seg's ear like a magician.
Okay. So Shield, clarify your exact main goal here.
I'm looking for like a port that we can trade at, or like buy supplies.
And you're just like, how are you going about looking for such? Like, is what I'm like kind of getting at. What are you actively doing to do such?
Let's see. I think there's. Where's the ship thing? Because I think there's a scanner, right? That's. I can't find the ship anywhere. Is it in the characters? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, sorry.
Features. Is it the observation deck? Oh, that's right. Scry distant anomalies, I think is what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're
And go ahead.
gonna just try to scry for any. We're hoping for a port, but I guess the best we can do at this moment is look for noticeable things, I guess.
Okay, go ahead and give me a Arcana check at this time as you're starting to learn the device, and this is your first actual experience trying to force navigation in any sensible way. Really high bonuses. You fiddle a little more, but you don't have a fiddle in hand. No way. No. Yet, as you continue fiddling, as the fiddler would, you come to fiddle what a fiddler would. You fiddle it open, but is it broken? The question is, what have you? So, go ahead and give me a D100. Nice. Look at these rolls. Man.
That might be the highest roll she has got, like on the higher end.
There's like a breathe effect. And with it, you realize something before you actually open it all the way. Why is there a cache opening when I'm asking for coin?
A what? Sorry.
Why is there a cache, like a cache, like a little contraption opening instead of a coordinate? Which, like, your desired goal was a location, but yet some part of the ship is revealing itself to you, like a compartment. There you go.
Well, I'll go check that out then. Maybe I asked for something. Maybe the ship is giving me what I asked for.
You turn around and you walk up to what you see is a scrolled out map. Well, scroll, and then as you were to peek, it would look like a map. And it seems to be older, done by hand, and some very, very odd, precise devices. It was drawn. You could get that, but you can't imagine when this was done. The devices in which you have used in Prismari or the campus probably couldn't have existed. At least you don't assume so.
So it's a hand-drawn map. Is it? So it's the battlefields?
Mm. Well, you're not sure because it obviously doesn't have all the references and such that the tech now you have does. It's more of a rough comparison for for all you know, it could be only a fraction of what the battlefield truly is. You'd have to try to compare the two.
Oh, I guess I could take it up to navigation and compare it to the map we currently have and see if anything aligns.
Okay, take the map up as you go doing that. Do you test the Marlboro fruit outside at this point? As you're floating,
Got to.
are you floating out there like in free space? Or are you like out there on the dock just in space?
Wherever we were getting the best effects, I think that's out in space a little bit.
Okay.
Because
So-
we got to know what's going to happen to the restorative properties of the fruit.
How far would you wish to go from the ship, just to be fair?
Let's go 30 feet. I mean, if I explode, it'd probably be good.
Okay. Let me see. Go ahead and roll a d6. I believe it is. I'm not pulling. No, real quick. It's a d6 or a d4. So the d6 will work.
Yep. It's a D4.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, with a d4. Good call. A 3. As you bite into it. This is, you feel this like intense lion's mane effect. Do you understand what a lion's mane is? Like if it was like a protein boost.
Oh, I was about to say I grow a mane.
No.
Sexy dragon mane.
Anyway, excuse me.
You just need to grow mushrooms from your face.
In a junk way, yeah, in like a health junkie way. It's supposed to help foggy memory and
It's supposed to help fucking
produce
everything,
like,
apparently.
yeah, it's supposed to help like focus basically. The idea of like non-Adderall users.
Apparently
The
they make it
ideal.
coffee too nowadays.
Yeah, no, they put it in like it's like a powder or whatever. But nonetheless, so you get this like lion's mane effect, right? And with it, what language that look at one of the languages you know. Tell your friends what it is, and think about which one you last are thinking of. I'm gonna go tell my kid good night, and then when I come back, tell me which one it is.
Okay. Think of.
Just start hauling ass over at him. I hear him eating something. He's got food.
What are you eating? Get out of your mouth. Drop it.
Spit it out.
No. No. So I'm supposed to do what with the language again?
I have no idea. I'm supposed to say a language you read or talk, and then doom one of us, apparently.
I'll just do Draconic. I don't think anyone speaks Draconic.
I think I speak Draconic.
I think the whole
See?
party speaks Draconic.
Yeah, I think the whole party speaks Draconic.
Oh, that's convenient.
Whole party speaks Draconic, dude.
We came to a school founded by ancient dragons. We figured base stat in a character sheet.
Weird that they don't even teach Draconic at the school.
I know.
Don't worry,
don't
is
see
I don't
we
know
all-
Draconic.
We all speak Draconic. One of me speaks a version of Draconic that it does not.
That's easy.
But that's also because it's like Draconic from the last world. Which is kind of different because dragons from the last world aren't actually dragons.
What?
Specifically, depending on which planet you go to, they may be naturally occurring Dracoliches.
Dracolich.
Specifically, naturally occurring, and also not forced to be of a evil alignment. Yes, this is basically Final Fantasy XIV lore.
Yeah. Hmm.
So what language you're gonna speak is
Unless it's a new one, Draconic.
I think I know 3 languages: Common, Draconic, and Celestial.
I know
But if I'm
for
choosing a new
common,
one, it's gonna be whatever they speak in the Battlefields.
I know four as
Common.
well. That's only because one of them's Druidic.
I can think of something that I can think of an extremely rare language that you could probably get.
Oh, well, rare means it's not very useful.
It would be if we actually went to Sigil.
Okay.
Sign speak.
Which was it?
Sign speak. It's basically the language that the Lady of Pain's servants speak. Whatever they speak, they basically have giant wingdings up here above their head.
I'm gonna be a random one to learn.
According to Acquisitions Incorporated, in the Acquisitions Incorporated book, Legalese is a language.
That would be it is what to learn. For all the times the gods have come down trying to say what he did was wrong.
You can't cut up a bunch of celestials and jam them into a single entity.
You can't just kill the Pantheon. Really? Really?
You can't just host a Pantheon murderer that isn't you.
Not evil. I live in the gray.
I wasn't talking about you.
Hey, they started it. Not my fault.
You seem like that neighbor down the street that's a mad scientist, and everyone hates living in that neighborhood because his explosion will shoot his current invention into someone's house.
But they also have
will
no choice.
happen,
But they also have
it
no
also
choice to
rains
live there.
gold on Tuesdays.
But they also have no choice to live there because it will financially ruin them if they attempt to move away.
Yeah,
but he
because
also
their
keeps
property
tax
value is so
down.
low.
Yeah, he also keeps property tax down.
Your house is worth like 20,000 because Iz lives nearby.
No, it's
Yeah.
worth less because there's damage to the structural integrity of the house.
Because
Even worse.
the municipal government cannot afford to keep repairing your activities.
So I'm kind of like Doofenshmirtz of D&D.
Yeah.
No, you are not.
Is my house made of cotton candy now?
So, with such is you have this
Now,
language.
is this a language I know or a language I
Yes.
don't know?
The language you know.
Oh, okay, so it's Draconic then.
It's gone. You forget every syllable, every concept, every word, every tone, every wow. None of it. From in your
This
mind.
dragon can't speak dragon. What an idiot.
Joke's on you. Whatever I speak's Draconic. Huh?
Because I'm a dragon.
Duh.
So I have a mechanical question.
Uh-huh.
Does this affect the Dragonborn Gaston in any way?
Nope. This is. But is
Okay, cool.
there's something else.
That
Are you ready for the second part?
Yeah.
You gotta choose any feat you want.
Which feet let you speak draconic?
Right back where I started.
It's all a circle is.
hey, you get a free epic boon then.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
a free epic boon.
Technically at your level.
Yeah, I'd have to take a look.
But yeah, you don't have to decide right away. But you do earn one, but you lose your comic. So
Happy languages can be relearned. It takes what, 6 months or so in game or something dumb.
We've got plenty of draconic bases covered, so that's really not a loss. You're good.
Oh god, I need to translate your book to you now.
it's probably
No,
best.
that's written in my own language.
Yeah, right.
Ye-
It's probably best that he can't speak to his own kind at this moment. But he can telepathically communicate still, so
the founders show up to berate Iz, and they're just like, "Why isn't he reacting?" And she was like,
he just can't be loud about it,
He
you know?
can't
Because he can't
understand you.
vocally shout.
They'll probably figure it out when I lead over to Shia and be like, I don't know what they're saying. This is great.
"Oh yeah, he just forgot Draconic. It's
Normally
fine,
I'm not
guys. I'll
listening. Now
translate."
I can't understand.
Wait,
I
I
mean,
want
I-
to try some. I want to try something. I want to
So?
know, does this translate in your head? And Gaston's gonna start speaking Nocturne Veil Draconic. Does it actually translate for him?
Hmm.
Because Nocturne Veil, Draconic.
Intelligence save is
Oh.
advantage.
He doesn't understand. He's not deaf.
You said intelligence save?
So as Gaston
Yeah,
starts
advantage.
speaking, no noise would come out of his mouth, but you would all hear it in your heads.
Yeah,
Maybe this number.
you understand it. It's
Oh.
like how do I put this? You just can't speak the language.
I keep backups for this reason.
It's like you don't understand the language, but for some reason the meaning of the words are popping up in your head.
We'll get you a comprende spell. You'll be fine.
That's the cantrip version? Comprende. I use comprende as a reaction to get
I
what he
use
just
comprende.
said. I love that. Finger gun's notion toward the target. Comprende. Fuck, man. The Botafield just created a new cantrip. I love it. An instant translation of the last mentioned thing in a language you don't understand. I love it.
So kind
And
of
every
a
time I cast it, I'm gonna have to say what?
so kind of a reverse gift of gab.
Yeah, literally. I love it though.
Interesting.
I love it. It's so fun. At this level, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. What's even better is one day this gonna literally exist in D&D because I'm getting that close to the masters of this game.
I mean,
Serious.
From my understanding, there are a whole bunch of openings right now popping up at WotC.
No, I mean because of what I'm a part of. Like I'm literally like in different contract, but we're rubbing shoulders. So we're writing content, etc. We are actively creating the next.
The kids' birthdays.
Yeah, almost, you know. But Comic-Con's coming. So with that, you guys are kicking ass. Man, I'm afraid of what feat you're going to choose. Nonetheless,
You should be.
I'm excited.
That's what happened. I don't
inside.
decide these things. There were 3 bad effects, 1 good effect. You got the good one. What can I do?
I go back and
Malboro,
say,
okay?
hey guys, we got to grow more of those because I forgot something not important like how to speak, but I remembered a superpower.
Speaking is important. It's
No, it's really not. I mean, we can figure out like sign language or grunting or something. But I mean,
over the comms, wherever the fuck Gaston is currently, what do you mean you forgot to speak?
well, I knew a language you used to communicate, and now I don't.
Which language did you lose, Is?
I don't know. I just know I don't know it anymore.
Please name all of the languages that you actually know.
How long do you
the ones I can speak or the ones I know?
The ones that you can, the ones that you know.
Because he knows a lot. He knows a lot. Like he knows
Yeah.
almost every language that has ever
might be
come
easy for him to
across.
tell you which ones he doesn't
parallels. Yeah, it might be a shorter list.
Yes, but he doesn't know the name of the language he forgot. That's the issue.
It's true.
I mean, we could test the languages we know against his. Like, Shio will speak in Celestial. I think Shio knows Celestial, and I think Iz knows Celestial. He just speaks. Do you understand me, Iz?
I think so.
All right, that's one of my 2 languages down. And then
So he clearly speaks Common.
Yeah, and he clearly speaks Common. And so Shio just speaks. How about this? Is in Draconic.
Are you
yell at him
trying
in
to speak, or are you
chimpanzee
just
and
grunting at me?
He forgot the language of the fucking dragons.
Hold on.
The tongue of kings.
Let me try this. And he starts speaking in the Night Veil, the Nocturne Veil version of Draconic. Do you understand
that makes
me?
perfect sense.
Okay, so he forgot how to speak Draconic, but he can still understand Nocturne Veil Draconic.
Because it's not Draconic.
Because it's not Draconic. Quote unquote, it's not Draconic.
How do you
It's
forget the
weird.
language you're born with?
I wasn't born with that. I had to learn it. I point to my secretary. She taught me.
Well, he's up for another lesson, Shio says to the secretary.
Oh,
She batters her face.
oh no. You know, she's a great teacher because if you get anything wrong, you get your ass beat.
I want to watch.
Kind of want to watch that too.
It's very upset now.
Shio will paint the scene of the bird beating the shit out of Iz while holding a book that says Draconic 101.
Yeah, but I mean, at least I can smile because I got superpower from it. So does anyone else want to try it? We'll have another one here in a few hours. You probably won't explode.
I would actually like to try that. I say
Let me
over
know
the
when you do
comms.
have an exploding one.
Oh,
By the way, where the fuck is the teleporter room?
the what?
Oh,
I think I'm lost.
I don't think we have a teleporter room.
Maybe.
And
why the fuck-
upstairs? Did you go upstairs?
I thought above game. I thought we actually did have a teleporter room,
Do we have a teleporter room? I don't.
I don't think so.
like a way to actually get.
Oh, there's
people
spells for
aboard.
that.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
we
Yeah,
use
yeah, we have
spells to do
spells.
that.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Okay,
we use
uh,
trees and he summoned thralls.
Yeah, because you're thinking when I teleported back to the ship, that's because I was using
yeah.
the innate.
Okay. Yeah. So Gaston's basically where the comms are at. Is there any way to actually get in contact with someone off ship in here? Like,
Hold up. Do you want to? Are you
Yeah,
sure that's a smart
You
idea?
could. You want to open your frequency to the entire battlefield? You guys don't have
no.
an encryptor. You don't have any way. You could just use message to spell.
Cool. As soon as Gaston realizes that, he goes back over to
It's
the
the
room.
same plane. It's just in space.
Hey guys. I need someone to cast sending for me.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Actually,
Yeah, we
you
got
could
you.
probably just ask for him to go to you. Just ask him to get over here.
I don't know sending. Shio just goes back to his papers. All right, where the fuck are we?
Why are you fucking talking to me?
Blank face, like in the library. Shh.
He was the
I'm going to
librarian
throw
for a little
something at
while.
him. You know, I'd have it not have it prepped, but you are supposed to be a master of magic and like God finger thing. I mean, come on.
I mean, maybe I do, and I just don't want to help.
He's been very
That's
elective.
fair. He doesn't
his
want to help.
entire life.
You
When have
can't
the-
or won't. Both. Neither. Either.
He's
Both.
he's finally reaching his teenage years. The whole independence thing.
Yeah, it kind of happens when you realize your entire life is a lie and your brothers are more asshole-ish than you remember.
Yeah, at
Okay.
least I gave you parents.
That I lost thanks to your raven.
Did I?
I had to give you
I
them so I could
remember-
take them away.
Who, by the
Oh,
way, did
since-
we didn't even get the weapons from that we need.
Oh, since you
Ah.
brought that up, there is an issue concerning Professor Vess. If you ever see two ravens nearby her, kill them. They don't belong on Strixhaven, at Strixhaven or of Arcavos to begin with.
Kid, I'll give her another
Why
two
would I
rings.
kill birds? I don't hate birds.
No, they belong to someone who wants to take Professor Vess away from your employ. Permanently.
Shio looking at the contract that Professor Bay signed. Oh
Wait.
yeah, look here. It says we have to provide personal security. Is if we see the ravens, they gotta die.
I
Can we just ask him to leave? I mean, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf here.
Nah, it says specifically in the contract you have to brutally murder them. She
What?
wrote that in. She wrote that in. I want to make that clear. It is like in pencil.
Wait, she's actually a
Pencil.
she. Let
But
me see this
it's
contract.
only pencil. I
Let me see.
I reach around for eraser. Just get that real
The
quick.
eraser melts before touching. Is you think someone that powerful is gonna let you erase their adjustment to your contract?
I would not be surprised if she's actually older than the original It's at this point.
That's not likely.
But Shio is true. There is a bind to the contract that prevents the eraser of it. You erase it, but then it just in the same way she wrote it the first time in pencil.
Also,
Even
That's how
the
you know
lead
it's real.
residue leaves.
I wonder
behind.
if there's a copy of this contract tattooed on her body.
Oh,
Web's
oh,
never
yeah,
seen
I
it.
remember that.
I will find
She's
out.
always been fully clothed. She's always been 100% turtle, like not turtleneck fully, but like cuffed, the whole collar, the whole proper outfit. Yeah, they've never
We've
seen
seen her
anything beyond that.
face, and she wears gloves.
Yeah,
In my
legit.
defense,
Like
I
she's
did
straight up
not
always
do
shielded
that.
herself. Yeah.
I don't even care if there's 2 midgets in a trench coat. All right.
This is double.
Look, it's not going to work. It's definitely not going to work out between you two, dude.
All right, Gaston. I'll help you
Someone just
with
eject me out
send.
the airlock.
If I can go back to my maps.
Wait,
after.
wait. I rewrote reality so it would work. Do you know how many times I had to do that?
That was an unnecessarily. Give me a D200 X parallels. That had nothing to do with your goal, but you did just for him alone.
That's because I'm a bro.
That's what
32
call
parallels.
incentivizing.
We're decimated in this attempt of finding the right one. All the truth is coming out.
That's going in the war crime book.
That was for Webb.
What?
Webb's gone through some shit and has had to fix something. This was how. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry.
Incentivizing.
What did
I
Whip
mean, the first
attempt
10
to
were-
do?
No, Webb didn't do anything. Went through 32 parallels that no longer exist to find a perfect match for Webb. It was
Yeah,
like
the first
a day
10
nap.
were him learning
That
to
just-
bathe himself, and the other 5 were learning to talk.
You'll do that for him, but not to get us any friends.
It's not even a joke. It's like true.
No, I
Webb's
mean,
stutter was a
he's
tough
awesome.
development in many parallels. It costed 32 just to get the first words fully sentenced, and they were still backwards and blundled. I think his name was forgotten. They left saying, "I wonder who that man was." So sweet, and never again seen.
I remember leaving too and being like, "Yeah, all right, that was a success. She's totally into it."
You have to do more than 2 words.
He had to
What are
die
you? I mean,
before
who
he could
are
speak
you? I
to
mean,
her.
how are you?
He had to die
So-
first before he could utter those words.
So, about Ridley.
You may now
yeah.
roll a D1000.
Do you
Snap.
you rolling it right, Gaston?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll help you if I can get some help on my maps. I don't know where we are.
/R space 1D100. That didn't work. One moment.
You just
Need
You
to
can
erase
click a
that
dice
dot.
too.
I kind of want to use a resourceful on this because I
You'll
don't
know
know
if you have
this
to be
is
high or
good.
low. I don't know, man.
I mean, you don't know. You don't know. It's a risk. You might be. I mean, it's an amazing roll, oddly enough, but it is a risk. You decide. You're sending out a mysterious signal, and as you try to pulsate it, pinging directly Ridley out of all of yous for the very first time, you roll a 36 out of a D1000. There's not 1,000 of you. But there's a
Holy
lot of
shit! It
Ridley.
was a D36. Oh crap!
That is
Yeah,
the
no,
number of
I'm
him.
I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that.
You reach out. It's as if you can tap into their dream. You cannot directly interface, but you can plant something, a seed, perhaps a narrative or a purpose or a attempt to reach you, a potential bridge to begin.
Sent you to voicemail.
You know, with Ridley, I would not be surprised if Gaston got voicemail.
That's what it sounds like.
What do you intend to leave lingering for their receival upon acceptance.
What I intend to leave lingering is, hey, you know how you said you kept on remembering other parallels with your luck bullshit? Yeah. I know you didn't say that to the version of me in this parallel, but I'm pretty certain that I may have done something that may have made it so that um every parallel of me ever that currently exists is now in the same body. Could you please come here because we need to talk? I'm in the battlefields. Yeah.
You definitely understand that at one point it will have to be forced upon them. But what they do when they receive it is unknown. You are not close enough. Out of your D1000, you rolled a 36. My number was a 684. If you were beyond 300, you would have been close enough to get more. But you were not. It was a risk.
Cool.
But it was a great roll, though. I mean, anything close to the max or min is just beautiful to
Cool.
see.
So now I know I failed, so I'm going to re-roll that with the resourceful.
Because you know the result, are you still allowed to?
Yes.
That's
'Cause
resourceful's verbiage.
that is how resourceful works. If I
Okay.
fail, I at least I believe that's how it works.
That's not what I'm seeing, but let me see.
Immediately after.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading on that. But let me pull from
Okay.
DBR. See.
Unfortunately, I can't have another version of me do it because it's not a D20 roll.
Hmm. No, it's unfortunately immediately before. It does not say after the
Okay.
results. Yeah, unfortunately,
Okay.
it would not work. Yeah.
So then I'll just keep
You
the
got
resourceful.
Yep, you still got it. Yep. So next time, like you said, you wanted to and you weren't sure, and that's why we weren't sure either. Like I
Right.
wasn't gonna give it to you, but it was a great. I mean, a 36 is beautiful to see when you're rolling a D1000. You know what I mean? But you really could have won.
So
But-
I am going to message you where Ridley currently is.
Totally fine, and then I'll
Come by the
continue
bottom,
developing
baby,
it from there. Meanwhile, you guys are in space. You see Sputnik. Do you guys go out and visit? Technically you're already outside. Sputnik is about 300 feet out further,
I still
and it's
want
just
to
like,
give Steggy Boy
and
his
you don't
5
hear it
block
because you only
ass
see the light
adamant.
that you put on it, but the light is in sync. I hear you up, and you see it go beep, beep, boop.
Is this going to reach for it? And
Do you
try to
go
do a
to it?
stretchy cat. Yeah.
As you do a stretchy hand, you end up on Sputnik itself. You are now 450 feet away from your own vessel where your team lies, and they have no idea. You are on Sputnik, and the oddest part is that Sputnik is much smaller than you thought because you're tiny. And, like, Jesus, this thing is, like, no more than 15,
How did I build
15,
this when I was
17
big as a
feet.
building?
Get off
Like,
that. You're gonna
it's
get
crazy how
dead.
tiny it is for how it's still out here. And you look and you're like, oh my god, the batteries are C batteries, but they're Battlefield C batteries. They got some serious, we'll call swolls on them. You don't want to touch it. You definitely know that's probably not okay because it's never interacted with your DNA, and you know this is a species of its own. But your batteries work. In fact, they work in space. Jesus.
That's amazing. I should have recovered this. I'm gonna start floating back towards the ship.
You got it?
I'm gonna aim for the windshield
Mm-hmm.
and then pretend like he ran me over.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Hit the wipers.
Pops them
I'm just
back
gonna
in the
look
right
at him
spot.
like, what the hell? Why would you install that in space?
This exact
Debris.
reason.
Debris. Is you eventually get back into verbal consents with your team.
Is
See,
what are you doing
everybody?
out there?
I was recovering the beep. I hold up my creation of ancient is.
Shio wants to very closely look at it because Shio knows is he never just does something for nothing. There's got to be a catch to this thing.
All hail.
There's no way he just did it. Just
I made
cause.
this when the universe was young.
How young?
Well, the planet stopped being lava, and I could walk on it. So that young.
The planet was lava?
Yeah. Well, it depends which planet you were. I mean, all of them were at some point.
That's good to know. You can turn lava planets into normal planets.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a while. I'm actually super proud that this thing's still working.
So you do attempt to reel it in?
Did I not carry it back?
Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah, you could have. I didn't theoretically consider how you manage that. But yeah, okay. Easy enough.
I mean, if not, I would have tried to grab it.
No, yeah, easy enough. Yeah, easy enough. Let's say that there's like a little piece just out there, and it's not even part of Sputnik, but it was nearby, and for some reason it was oddly close and magnetic, but when your wing flapped by, it just kind of broke that connection, and you realize this. It's like a weird inkling that's in your mind, and you go to bring it back in. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand as you use one of the mechanisms of the ship to try to fish it.
Sleight of hand. Oof. You know, I build this cool stuff. I can't use the cool stuff. Sing!
Retracts
pilot.
with nothing achieved. It's
I
like
need a
you ran out to the
pilot!
help.
All right, all right, all right. I'm on my way. Hold on.
Seg appears.
I think you have good sleight of hand.
Go ahead. Attempt with the crane machine.
Okay. You want to help me out with this?
Yeah, I'll give you a hand. I meant to do 1. So whatever the first one is. A 3.
Okay.
30-20.
Weird how much better
As
you
such.
are at manning this. Even though you're not much better than me. It just blows my mind.
What do you say, dirty 20, bro? You have a 17.
Oh, and then Iz did his 1d4.
Yeah,
with
and
the
it was
three.
just a 3.
Oh, that's what you meant. I see what you meant. Okay. Got it. All right. I mean, I got that math, but I didn't see where I mean, it's not a dirty 20 at that point. My point being. I let it stand. With such you yield it back in, and as you do, it is a device in which has only been seen 3 times. Now, I'm going to have to take Seg and Iz to secret.
Dun 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 dun
Dun,
dun dun. It's the monolith. The monolith.
All hail the
Self-replicating machine that consumes the ship.
beat. I don't think you're supposed to take that on board.
At that point, we just throw it at the Thorexian base.
Ghost ride the ship into them. Everybody duck out when it starts going.
We're supposed to take it out. I don't see any problem with that. Seg might, though.
All hail the beep.
Mm.
Definitely getting increasingly worried thinking about like when has Iz ever made something that wasn't bad for us and we just let him go get it?
That's why Shio's looking for the catch.
Since when does he ever do something right? Like we're going to regret him getting this.
Like, this is gonna be some HAL AI BS.
For real. This ship isn't gonna belong to us for long. You don't just throw things into space.
Gaston's looking at the design for the Sephiroth armor. Fucking hate this thing. Robert, did you put music on the PA system?
It's nice. Reminds me of the music that follows us around everywhere.
Mm. Oh, Shio, been meaning to ask. Because I've been noticing it on the Phyrexians. Why the golden ratio thing?
It was most effective for the time frame I had. I had to work really quickly to make these. And with clear flaws. The
What?
four just got too powerful. Too
It's her what?
quickly.
Are you there? What? Beep beep. You're muted. Beep beep.
Yeah, what's up?
What? God, it's so weird. It's like you have like a weird kind of in your ear because you hear everything. Get in that secret. You've been summoned.
Yeah, no, because the Phyrexian me is telling you that's where your flaw lies with the Phyrexians.
My flaw.
Something about the symbols cursed.
I need to see the symbol again, but a curse symbol. Oh, that might be the thing that drove them crazy.
It's literally just the symbol of the golden ratio. That circle with the line through it. Something about beauty.
Oh. I think that might be infinite potential.
I don't think so.
Infinity would drive them crazy.
Right, so a formula based around pi and calculating it is driving the Phyrexians crazy.
Yeah, because it would be a magical symbol too.
I mean, it's a mathematical symbol, though. Like, seriously.
So we found
The
something
Phyrexi-
else, guys, and it's great.
What'd you find?
Great.
I'm just
Great.
talking about.
This way.
Was it space
Um,
aids? Space aids?
I'm just talking with Shio about how the golden ratio symbol that he's been using for the Phyrexians might be cursed.
What?
Yeah, I might have driven them crazy by putting infinity in them. Or on them? Yeah.
Nah, that shouldn't have been a problem.
Well-
I deal with infinity all the time.
Funny you should mention curse. So about that thing we found.
Okay, what is it?
Cursed?
I don't know. Cursed
No way.
is a word for it. How would you put it, buddy? It's oh,
Well,
Dangerous.
it's a piece of you we threw out into space.
What?
it has been slowly but inevitably corrupted by the battlefields until it's, I don't know, maybe a nuclear bomb waiting to happen. Maybe
wait.
a psychological breakdown for everyone on board. I don't know. I didn't dare touch it.
A piece of
Um,
Shio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
that's why
goodness.
we figure he's the only one that can get rid of it now that we've accidentally put it on board.
Yeah.
We're not sure what it's going to start doing.
But
but
we've been
we don't
exposed.
like its vibe.
Cool. Shio?
Yeah.
I'm gonna join you for this because I think I'm the only one that might actually be able to resist if there's a problem.
Yeah, well, you guys have these little assholes over here just hostage situation me. I have to try to fucking absorb it. If it's a
What?
piece of me, I can reabsorb it and it will stop that madness effect.
But
I
it
look over
might,
and say, what?
it might also
Oh, it hurts.
make you mad.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. That's why we're gonna prep me before I have to do this. So you said this is a piece of me. What piece of me did you cut out? Is this my memories?
No. I went through your memories in
tumor.
space. This is actually a side project I had Tempos working on to create a sunstone of compatible nature with you. I don't actually remember signing on this though.
A sunstone
Sunstone?
compatible with me?
Well, compatible as it is you.
So what? You took part of my essence and hammered it into a stone?
No, I would never take
Into a
another part of you.
suppository, but yes.
I just grew a new part of you elsewhere.
What? Okay. What does
So
the
I'm
stone?
incomplete.
What does the stone look like?
A suppository. a
Glowy?
big one.
Like,
Come on, don't you want to be you
Do-
again?
does it look like it's been cut a certain way?
Shark.
No.
is it
It
like
looks
a
it's been well
volatile?
engineered, actually. I'm looking over it. The magics look fine. Totally good.
So
So-
it just looks like a stone.
Well, yeah. A
Well,
sunstone.
Now that you
It has
guys,
geospace
well,
on it.
has anyone looked at it beyond Is and Web? Has
I
it
mean-
as Is and Web actually brought you? Sorry, Is and Web. Have you guys?
I'm holding it.
locked
Yeah.
up- Yeah. Okay. I need the rest of you guys to give me. Well, Seg, not you either. Sorry, only Gaston and Shio to give me intelligence saving throws.
Gee, you gotta put this in your butt. Way up in your butt.
So I can hand it to you, but we have to drop you in deep space in case you explode.
I would like to use
I
a
am
focus
luckying
to
that.
re-roll that.
Go ahead.
Why is that always your second option? It's something exploding.
Yeah, the
Well,
past.
when you were with the power levels I work
Oof.
with,
I would like to
things
choose to
explode.
succeed. I'm using a legendary resistance.
Okay.
Just
Are you
inject
guys
everything
just
into
trying to
space
look
in
at
case
it?
it explodes.
They're trying to look at it really hard. They're like,
To be
Guys,
fair, I
guys,
thought I
you
rolled
could-
a 1, but I rolled a 3.
they both get it. They both get it. They both figure it out. It's there, inside the stone. Gaston and Shio. Let's go to secret.
Bye.
It might explode, jettison into space. What's wrong with you?
Hey, it might kill you. I'm going to absorb it. Oh, okay.
Let's just jettison it.
Yeah, he did not buy that for a second.
No, he did not. I was like,
Yeah, he
man,
jumped into that with 2 feet. He was like, I will do this.
it's part of me. I gotta. When he comes back in, we gotta be like, he didn't buy it at all.
Oh yeah.
See, I
I'm
told you,
talking-
it's just not surprising anymore because we just know shit's about to get real every time you do anything.
Yeah.
It's do it big or don't do it at all.
Hey guys,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
go
haven't-
cook dinner, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, get the body armor."
I had to step out of the room for a second. I wonder if we can still trick him into jettisoning himself into the battlefields, because I wonder if it would be a more extreme and cool
I did bring it up
reaction
because he
in the
might
battle.
explode. Yeah.
No, I think we can still pull that off.
In this one instance, he may actually explode.
Probably.
Like, normally I'd be like, stop jettisoning shit, they're not going to explode. But in this one instant, he may actually pop.
Who even knows anymore, man?
Oh yeah, remind me. I still gotta give you this adamantine block. I got creation, yo. I can give you a 5x5 of adamantine.
How many times can you do that? Because we only need 4 of those, and we can do the wings.
That's why I was wondering, like, does the size matter? Because it's literally a 5x5 of it.
I think he's running on like a ship scale unit, so I think a 5x5 cube would probably count
could
as
be one
1 unit. Yeah.
Word. How many spells can I do? I can do it 2 times. Then I'd have to rest.
Wait,
Short rest.
what level spell is that?
Creation. Here, I'll post it.
I'm trying to think of which boon to take. I think I might just do another 9th level spell. So I could do like 3 9th level spells a day.
There. See,
I mean-
it's fucking coolest spell ever, dude. You just make shit.
That way I can give you foresight, give someone else foresight, give myself foresight.
Takes 1 minute to make adamantine or mithril. Do we need
That's not-
mithril? What's mithril?
It's a lightweight one, ain't
Is it?
it? I'm pretty damn sure it is. That's the entire point.
Adamantine, I heard. What the fuck is mithril? It's like that-
Adamantine's heavy as shit. Mithril's like the elven chainmail from Lord of the Rings. Super light. Barely feel know it's there.
Well, we don't have a blueprint for it yet, so I guess we'll just do the adamantine, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the spell, and I actually don't think that would work. Because it looks like, well, it looks like, yeah, but it only lasts for a minute, so we couldn't put it as part of the permanent structure of the ship or the whole
No,
thing.
no, no. It takes a minute to make.
Is that?
Yeah, the only limitation is you can't use them as spell components.
Oh,
So I can't make like a fucking barb and like use it for like a barb spell or whatever.
Well, that's handy.
No, I said can't, not
Oh,
can.
I mean, just the fact that you can do it at all is pretty damn
Oh
cool.
yeah, just a straight making shit's awesome. But that's like why the gems thing is like you can sell them, but you can't use them as components,
Yeah.
you know?
interesting. That's kind of a goated spell.
I know, it's so cool, right? I got it literally like this level. Only material is a tiny piece of matter of the same type of the item you plan to create.
Oh yeah, we got plenty.
Yeah, so fucking tiny piece of one made 5 fucking by 5 giant one.
You guys really zoned out there. You alright?
It's you, motherfucker.
Shio extends his hand towards Iz. In my hands, please.
I don't know.
I know what it is, and I know what you guys were gonna try to do.
I don't
I
know.
would
We
like
wanted to play
myself-
a joke, and you couldn't even buy it. You went,
No,
"Oh,
it's
I'll sacrifice myself," and we're like, "Oh, okay,
Oh,
well,
okay, it's not even
Let's,
let's,
solid.
no.
let's
So it's seriously, that's fucked up, dude.
what?"
I am gonna figure out what to do with this exact double of myself.
It
It's
is
a
still a
double?
suppository.
Is that what he did? Why would I make two of you? Why would he make another you?
It's the Battlefields that made it. It was a piece
Oh.
of me. It was a copy of my avatar that Tempos got, but he said he couldn't risk using it, and so he had his son throw it out here.
Yeah, right where I'd find it. In the space.
All right, let me see this. I need to
You're
think
right,
on what
this
to
sounds like a
do with
setup.
it.
I hand him the stone. I'm very disappointed in life right now.
Is you've gotten your way at everything. You've made space hamsters, space chipmunks,
Oh, I don't
squirrels.
want to keep it.
Star
I just
squirrel.
wanted you to, like, not sacrifice yourself thing. It's supposed to be funny.
Well,
You ruined it, man.
This
Honestly.
isn't funny, dude.
this is
What?
dangerous. This is probably how
Yeah.
the Phyrexians have been tracking us.
Yeah. No, like seriously.
It's been out in space. How could they track us with that?
Well, if one avatar made one of
Proximity.
these, then any other avatars that any of the other Miis would have made would have cast one of these out into the battlefields.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Shio, give me an intelligence saving throw. Boom. All of a sudden you're becoming aware of yourselves, and that's gonna suck.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You
And
don't
I'm
have
right
to
next to
really
you.
wanna Know yourself? Well, not in this case.
Mm. Oh man, not
Uh,
enough. You have something you could do to be better than that? I'm not gonna tell you you failed yet, but you're getting there.
Mythic Inspiration,
Okay.
which just gives me advantage, so I'll roll again.
Go ahead. Okay. Okay. Look, you still failed, but it's gonna suck a lot less.
So
I do have psychic resistance if that helps.
I hope
No.
you're right,
So,
because
you
I
gonna
deserve
ribbit?
something.
It's not psychic. It's linked. You are you. It is not. It's Shio. Let's go to secret.
So he's gonna absorb it, right?
fuck, they're
Oh, yeah.
aware.
In all the wrong ways.
Either you can put it in your butt or you can try swallowing it. Both are gonna suck.
Guys,
No.
they're aware.
Oh, yes. I always assume they know everything I'm thinking. That's how it's worked
No,
last.
I mean the other Shio is aware of where we
Yeah.
are.
I give him a thumbs up, like, yeah, of course, that's good.
The Phyrexian Shio.
You've already dealt with them before. We can do it again.
The evil me knows every
We almost
thought and
adopted
move I
him. We
make.
almost said, you know what? We actually kind of like this one better.
You know, you're better than our Shio. You sure you're not the good one?
We literally had that conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool guy.
We hopefully run into him again.
Great. Now I need to know. I need to ask AZEREP. Hey, do any of the other Gastons know that they're what? Know that what was going on with that whole entire fight? Besides the wish, because I remember failing the wish part.
See, now Shio's gonna know how I feel all the time. Having a million alternate me's.
Welcome to the world of schizophrenia.
Don't miss that feeling.
One of me. What of me?
We are us. We are us.
Gooble gobble, gooble gobble.
out of stress for the situation, Gaston just starts humming All of Me by Chris 40.
Excuse me.
Wait to watch Shio kill his fucking brothers.
All right, guys, I need help real quick. Stop everything. Yep. So if a half completed me exists, and I exist, and the Phyrexians exist, and and the completed units exist, what would that make?
3.
Okay, 3.
Oh, was there something else? I just like the number 3.
Oh, I
wasn't answering you. I just like the number three.
didn't the other you say he killed all the other yous?
I don't think the other me said it killed all the other me's. Just that
Either
all the
that
other
either that or converted them.
Shio, you have confirmed that this is a fraction that the Phyrex. Remember, it said the Phyrexians may not have completed it completely. For I exist.
Oh. So it makes us incomplete.
Have
meta, but to be clear, when you casted the wish spell, it splintered into a separate parallel.
Oh, it wished to be better than me, but
And it knew it couldn't be better than you here, but you wanted it here. So it made one here, but it sent one.
cool.
I see.
So it made you better in multiple ways by doing the wish multiple ways.
But what does 3 of you complete was the great question. It is 3. What does that create in a sense of a Phyrexian's use? Any of you may respond. That is what Shio came for help.
Remember, you used the wish to get the giant.
We
dwarf
need at least one. We need at least 0.14 more of a Shio.
So the
to
three
get
of us
a Shio pie.
combined would create a 4, right? Like a counter.
It would be a topsy-turvy like on the teeter-totter. But would that benefit or hinder is the question. The result is unknown.
So,
Let's try putting this rock in Shio.
The what?
Let's try putting this rock in Shio.
what?
Let's do
what
it in
if
space,
we?
though. That'll be fun.
What if we
It's like,
remove?
hold now.
So we just got to find the other parts of him.
No,
No?
we're thinking like puzzle pieces right now. If there's a half completed me who was wished into existence by the Phyrexians when they
Yeah.
wanted to be better than me, and the only place they couldn't is here, so that this got cast there, it means it's a perfect connection between both of the Phyrexians and myself.
But what do we mean? What do we mean by half completed? Like,
So when they wished to be better than me, they couldn't be better than me here because I am infinite here.
right?
So
That
there
I'm
was
getting.
something still put here, but it just broke free because it was not able to complete the wish and was only partially completed.
Don't you have two brothers?
I have 7.
Can we kill them so you only
Okay.
have 2 and make it fit?
That might be more difficult than we think. They're a lot more chaotic than me.
So,
Highlander rules. There can be only one.
please do not pull a me. We do not need that right now.
Oh, so no fratricide.
Also,
Okay.
I'm wondering.
Insight check from everyone, real quick.
Wouldn't it, with the three of us interconnected, have swaying control over the Phyrexians?
Wouldn't
Oh
it be a
man, let's
trinity?
see. Insight.
Man, inciting shit.
Am I feeling insightful?
Yeah, we got this. You're all okay. So
And as usual, I've
far.
rolled a 30 on my insight.
Feeling insightful.
You're good. All of you guys get this
Well, 31.
understanding. You see the robber goes, if I may, I have been processing the interesting ember brought aboard, and this is what I can summarize it as. The moment the third was placed, the space bent. Not toward, not away, but between. Gaston, you get an insight and an advantage. 31's good, but let's see if you can beat it. You're going to get the answer, but I'm just curious. With that being said, from Robert.
Would that mean the hive mind is now split?
Let's see. Gaston. Okay, well,
Hold one moment.
totally fine. No, 31's fine. No, you're good. 31's fine. Don't waste anything.
But I want to
You're good.
fish for it.
You're good. You got it already. I just wanted to see if it could be better. It didn't have to be. I just wanted to give you the advantage because you earned it. You didn't need it, but I was going to let you roll because you earned it. So, you understand this. 3 anchors create a spatial ley triangle. This is an evolved ley line. It is a ley line that reaches more hexes, more hectares, more reach. It covers an insane region depending on how well it's placed, because the natural connection between 3 spatial points create the ley triangle. That is almost unbeatable.
Hey, Shio.
Yeah.
I want to see something.
What you want to see?
Because I'm pretty sure that this is. I'm pretty sure this is multiversal leyline bullshit. Gaston is gonna put his hand on Shio's shoulder, and he's going to feel for that ley line.
Okay. You feel a barrier, a wall, an entropy of impossible passing. When you're in this ley line mode, you cannot pass if you are on the inside of Shio in any triangular sense, because there are 3 of him bounting you.
Okay.
But if you break out of that ley line sense, you can pass freely. And if you do it from the other side, same thing. You're on the outside of said triangle. And
Cool.
the reach is insane. It is through
Gaston-
parallels. It is on planes. It is terrifying how much it is yielding from passing because of this infectious fracture.
Okay. So, I can't. So I am confirming you are a ley line, but I can't interact with you. Not. I believe that. I think all 3 of you have to be on separate parallels in order for me to be able to interact.
I see. So it's essentially a circuit. And
I guess.
if we're generating that much power, where is it going?
Towards the center. I think. Does it feel like it just when I actually feel for Shio's ley line? Does it feel like there's anything being projected anywhere?
Oh, that's a real big yeah, absolutely. You don't know where it lands. It's like a bad rainbow. It's so strong. You're like, God, I really wish it was more like giving, but it's not. they're really spread out. I mean, the amber is there, but it's like an isosceles. It's really fucked up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's two, but those two are not the two that you're worried about. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
One's
So-
compliant, then there's Shio, and then there's
A resistance.
and now they're all. So guess who what knows?
Oh yeah, our position is not secure. Seg, let's get moving.
That's what I was saying.
But if they come here, we can kill them.
Our goal isn't to kill them, is
What?
now hold up.
Oh,
Hold
No.
up.
The menagerie.
We need to not discuss anything important. Where does anyone have the spell Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum? I think I do, maybe.
So, is it possible for me to, through sheer force of will, just break any sort of scrying that's going on right now?
You can sure try. How do you choose to? How do you choose to?
give it a try. I mean, we can go to this private sanctum or his plane. I should do it.
I don't
can
know if I
also
can bring
maybe-
the whole ship, though.
Oh, well, I mean, if we just need to do discussion, we could do it.
Well, they know where the ship is. Yeah, but
Is-
yeah, my domain should be able to protect us.
Because I can't.
I mean, good.
I cannot cast a spell right now because I turned into Phyrexian Gaston before our last long rest.
Oh, if we need, I can do some arcane and do it.
So
I can cast
I
Temple of the
guess
Gods.
what Gaston would do is he would basically just flare his aether so that it kind of fills the room, and he's just trying to make it so that if anyone were to try to without physically being here peek into our conversation, all they would see is just basically a dome of what is pretty much just Gaston.
Okay. You got it. So,
And I
what
would-
are you guys going about?
I would like to, in order to facilitate this, I want to make a wisdom check.
Okay. Okay. Solid. Seem fine.
You know what we could do is find who's spying on us by, using some scry magic to find out where they're at, teleport to them, and then beat the shit out of them.
I'm pretty
It's the
sure we know
Phyrexian.
who's yeah.
Like, there,
But
two spies are standing like right here, like side by side. They're looking through us right now. At you is
yeah,
I'm
no,
looking at
they
you.
So
It
I
is
should
lit-
beat
it is-
you up.
Yeah, so we should beat
No.
you up. Is what you're trying to say.
no. It's literally the fact that the other Shio, the third Shio, is the enemy. These two are our allies. However, so long as we are around these two, the third Shio can peek in. I don't even think what I'm doing now is actually working, as there's like a slight, as Gaston is trying to flare his aether, there's like this slight mist that is the same shade as Gaston's soul, just filling the room. Coming
I feel
from
like
Gaston.
beat the devil out of them idea.
Well, if we need extra protection, I can Temple of the Gods the ship. Kind of want to do that anyway. Make the ship my own temple.
Maybe you guys need to like meditate so they can't look through your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, Sid's already told me what to do, but we keep getting interrupted. She was gonna walk to the observation room
Yeah, give
or
them a
the
better
crew
view.
quarters. Yeah, the crew quarters.
Are you taking
Eh.
your stone self with you?
Yeah, it's just better for us to do
Cool.
this together. And she was gonna
Yes.
meditate in a crew quarters with the door closed.
Gaston's going to follow, and he's going to basically guide you through your breathing.
Okay.
All right. So, overall, as you guys go about these things, we'll revolve them as they part in their own sense. But let us focus on what is happening outside of your vessel itself. Troubling has been happening. With Seg and Robert's general directive and understanding, Shia, we will forego what it is you needed to rush back to. It is in a hiatus at this point. It is understood. It is concerned. And it is further discussed to be found at that point. With such, Robert informs you all. I wish to make it clear that we are getting close to our original intentions. Do we wish to board or prepare for observation outside?
Yeah.
As you guys get further, Voxel Primaris is before you. It is massive. It is a structure in which there are so many potential entries. And that is not even the best part. The best part is the adventures that may be had, because you haven't seen something like this since the tower. Is there any general discussion, preparation, or forethought you all planned before anything else?
Yeah, does it scan for the black razor here now, or nothing?
The Black Racer was decimated in the, what do you mean?
You said that
That
it
was-
departed
It
that
was-
other ship.
It was crushed in the cargo hold. We had to leave
Yeah,
it behind.
thank you. Yep.
I thought the escaping
You
team took
misheard.
it.
No, something escaped, but not in that.
Ew.
Yeah.
Can't have nothing nice.
So Shio and Gaston are currently using the crew quarters to meditate.
Yeah, I'm doing what
Um,
Sid said to bottle all of my thoughts.
Okay.
Because, if a cosmic entity tells you to do something, you should probably do it.
Oh, it takes you this long to listen.
So
I mean,
take the
is does
time.
not count.
Only me tells me what I do.
So because we're using the meditate feature on the ship, can I just take that third resourceful point now?
Sure. In which your intentions? Or are you just like, storing?
I am storing. I'm now at 3 resourceful.
Okay.
You
And would it
said
count as
that
a short rest?
Say that again.
Would it count as a short rest? The time between.
If you wished it to, you didn't have to, but you could.
Okay, so I'm making 2 5-foot cubes of adamantine and then taking a short rest.
You got it.
I
And
would love for
Gaston?
it to be. I would love for it to be a short rest
Okay.
because then I get my convergent reflex back. I love that one of my features is literally just a legendary resistance. That I regain on a short rest.
How more do we need, Segi? 3?
We need 4, actually, sadly.
That's fine. When we get back to the ship, we'll do it again.
So who here does not have an evil version of themselves?
don't have a
I
good version
am
of
the
myself.
evil version of myself, if that counts.
I don't have a good version
Yeah.
of myself, so.
Yeah.
Gaston hesitantly raises a hand. Kinda?
What do you mean, kinda? The other you is either evil or not.
Well, that's the thing. There's questions as to, do they exist anymore?
No. I talk to the evil version of me all the time.
Because the evil version of me was had his past self absorbed into me.
Oh, that doesn't count. You can't be your own evil self.
And then I think because that version of me no longer has a physical form, the Sin Eater God thing just sort of fizzled out.
You hope so. Doesn't mean it's true. There's a lot of parallels that you haven't defined. With such, you guys decided to go upon the voxel, right? Or no?
I was going to have everyone. Does anyone have potions like on them?
Gaston
what?
would get that mulberry fruit from the loader thing at this point.
Oh, yeah. You can get superpowers in this language, too.
And I've got a potion of healing and a potion of fire.
A potion of what?
Healing and fire breath.
Okay.
While we're still in the battlegrounds, what number did you roll in order to get that result? Above him?
I
Oh.
don't remember. So Iz wouldn't know to tell you.
Well, this is technically I found it.
All right,
Okay.
Seg. What potion do you want improved?
Fire breath, I guess. Healing has never been too much of an issue for me.
All right. So do you want what aspect of it do you want to increase? Like the cone radius, length, the duration of the potion, the damage of it?
What do
Wait,
you mean
asking me?
duration?
Okay, sorry.
I'm just gonna improve your potion.
Yeah. Do you mean it lasts longer or it takes less time to use?
It lasts longer.
Ooh. Yeah, let's do duration. I want to breathe. I want to vomit fire onto people while I'm slashing them to bits.
All right. Well, what's its current length?
Instantaneous, I think.
No, that's to use it. Fire breath. I think it gives you the spell fire breath.
The potion itself actually doesn't tell me.
But nonetheless, which is the item that you were referring to, Seg?
Huh?
Which is the item you're referring to?
Oh, Shio asked if we had any potions, and I have a potion of fire breath.
Gotcha. And what was the clarification that you were referring to?
Oh, I wanted to know how long it lasted. The
Oh,
duration.
got it. It's more of an immediate use.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So,
Like you get
Well-
it, you belt, kind of like a fire breather performance.
so it's 3 times or 1 hour past the effect it gives you. So we can upgrade that. Or we can upgrade it from 4d6 to 4d8 fire damage.
While we're in the
Damage.
battlegrounds,
Yeah, an hour's a pretty long time to use it, right?
Gaston's gonna eat the Marlboro foot.
You're gonna be like a dragon bird.
Okay. So you're gonna eat one too in the battlefields, or
Yeah, in the battlefields.
okay. One sec. Let's just go back to base. You head out and you eat one. D4.
I'm gonna fish for it. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Well, I got a 3 instead.
What's the last language you thought of?
Is this going to be taking notes on what happens?
Dorvish.
You forget Dwarvish. But you gain a feat in place of it. Same as this. If you think of it and you try to speak it, it doesn't come out. But otherwise, you slowly realize, really, it doesn't announce itself, but later, like, you naturally will somehow use the feat in a way where it's like, oh, I can do this, in a sense, for both of you.
I'm kind of tempted to, in terms of the epic boon, I'm kind of tempted to take something that's not going to help us right now, but will basically
Fun.
make it so that Gaston can't die of old age.
Oh, immortality? I mean, I would have taken that if I wasn't a dragon, druid. Because that's pretty much already immortality.
Hmm. I could take Boon of Skill Proficiency and be the true Tool Monkey.
I mean, doesn't monk get lived forever at Capstone?
No, not the 2024 version.
Oh, that's lame. I know it didn't do anything mechanically, but I mean, that's still.
Yeah, now instead we get where is it? Now it's basically you don't have to eat, you don't have to drink, you don't have to sleep, and something else.
That's not terrible.
Oh.
Going to improve my with 2 potions of healing superior from a D4 to D6 in healing, and with my last point, I'm going to increase the AC of a potion of speed by 1.
Okay. You got it, sir.
Wait, if I drank a potion of speed, would I get 3 turns?
Depends on its clarity, usage, because you have to follow the rules of it.
Fair.
So we're going in. Thought we'd have more time, but I guess we are on a mission.
Yeah, we kind of have to do this now.
I don't know. Did you guys meditate? I do air quotes.
Give me D100s and then Constitution saving throws.
I mean, I'd hate for your evil versions to know where you're at.
Wait, who's getting the con saves? I mean, doing the con saves?
You and Geo both do D100s and then con saves.
Iz just looks at him. I tell my evil version everything.
I'm gonna
easier.
roll a lucky. Roll again.
I would like to re-roll that.
Yes, burn everything.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right. You, Gaston, managed to avoid any kind of rippling. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong. And the discovery of this amber is going to only make it worse until you've fixed its conflict. It's not the amber that's the problem, but the three of them existing is.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
we're in a ripple.
Of.
I don't know, but you all appear in a weird alleyway. You hear robber. I have provided you all a brief forbearance of the map. Do not try to walk into blocked occupancies. You will suffocate and be forced to breathe the most disgusting sense of undescribable air that I am a robot.
Got it. So send in the undead to check. You guys got that?
Buildings
Huh?
do not factor. Focus on path. Good luck.
We're not here to loot. We're here to disable this place.
I kick a rock. We're never anywhere to loot.
We've literally just came from a place we were exclusively there to loot, and you guys decided to burn everything.
Didn't burn everything. I remember specifically going, "Hey, let's not run away from the monster that has the loot." And you guys were like, "No, I'm so scared."
As soon as I saw paintings, they went in my portable hole. I knew you guys would burn them as soon as you saw them.
I don't even cast fire.
No, but half the party does.
Well, that's accurate. I look over at Web. I couldn't imagine he would do that.
Anyway, I'm gonna try to keep my thoughts my own and keep anything out while we move through here, but it's not a guarantee.
I'm gonna start whistling like I'm on a Disney stroll or something. So we're not actually there, right? We're in a forbearance. That means this isn't real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Um. It kind of feels like. Did we transfer parallels?
Nah.
I'm gonna. Shia's gonna keep an eye out for any traps or ambushes.
He's just gonna float it. Is this supposed to be in space?
Oh, finally, at least one good roll tonight. Stop going ahead.
Why?
You don't know what's here, and you literally will go down in like one hit.
Well, that's accurate, but
Hurtful as well. Yes, and meant to be.
oh no, I mean, it's not hurtful if it's true.
Wait a minute. The well.
Yeah,
Does
that's
this
a hole in
place
the
look
ground.
familiar?
I look at Shio. You do not realize I just forgot an entire language.
Hold up.
Get away from the well.
I looked out the well.
No, it.
Enjoy the other me
Oh, you mean the cool version of you?
Yeah, he's pretty dead set on just outright murdering you.
Why? He was so nice last time.
Because it'll get to me.
But me liking him more would get to him even more. Or you more. The Shios more.
I'm not following the logic.
Well, it's evil you. It doesn't have to be logical.
I don't know if evil, more broken.
I'm seeing if I have the
functioning
map
perfectly.
ready for him. Sorry. I'm gonna have to recreate it real quick. 1 sec. Let's see if I can whip this one out.
So where is this, Shio?
Hold on, you're gonna get screwed.
This reminds me of the Strixhaven ruins where we found the
Yeah.
meat in the well.
Yeah, no, that
This is a trap.
which campus was this?
I believe it was Lorehold.
Yeah, it seems about right.
Great, we're
No, Silverquill.
okay, so we're not gonna fight the Praetor.
Not yet. Hopefully not at all. But we're probably already in a trap. It trapped us here once before.
Oh no, we most certainly are in a trap.
Well, we would be in a trap if we were there. So let's go there.
Okay, hold on, I'm trying to find a map. Hold on. There's so many goddamn maps. Sort of.
Trust us, we try to stay in one area and then we get shunted into another. Like, this place looks like a nice place to, like, sit down for lunch. Oh, now we're fighting a basilisk.
Maybe you just need to sit down and chat with the other you.
I'm thinking that is the
you guys are
answer
thinking
is...
of what I'm thinking, which is the ruins in which Shio Wish was there, right?
It was the one that we were lured to, and it turned out to be an illusion, which turned out to be another illusion where we got pulled into the echo.
And then
Mhm.
Shio stole your the other
Your
Shio
wish.
stole your wish.
Didn't find it. Goddamn. Yeah, that spot. Yeah, I'm trying to find the map. I swear it's in here somewhere. I just don't remember the name of it. And you guys have
Something about the Celestials.
Is that what the
maybe?
name was, though? I don't think so. The way I
Try-
name shit is fucked up, dude. I'm like,
Oh.
the date of the session, and then some bullshit like Webb's bullshit, or Shio's wander, or Gaston's issues, or Iz's math, or etc. And then it's like other subs like Gaston's dad or Gaston's other self or Riley. I do have a whole Riley file. Like I have all those. But anyways, it is that same map. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just throw this motherfucker out there because I don't got anything better, and it's just gonna be like a total 360. So let's just do this.
No, so AZEREP,
hmm
if Ridley heard you say his name like that, like Riley, he would punch you.
He could try, but
it would do 0 damage, but he would punch you.
That's exactly as Web has done my entire life, so I will accept it in all grace. I've been hit by so many of those. I am accepting all of them. Hold on, you guys are gonna be pulled to this motherfucking place now.
Oh hey, it's Eric. Or what's his name?
Oh, it's our buddy. He made me a medallion.
Right?
Mm-hmm. That's correct, Web.
Hey, it's that guy. Oh god, we're in another place.
He was such a big part of like your little fucking school library shit.
He's like, I don't really appreciate being brought out here. This is ridiculous. I don't understand how it is you have continuously kept breaking the rules that I have to keep writing and contributing to them. This is getting out of hand.
You're telling us.
Damn, I missed you a lot more like 3 minutes ago.
Cool. What rules did we break?
We can't even escape Lorraine in space.
Gaston, luckily, are not named in the rest of them, but you have been named in the most recent, and I will urge you to, unfortunately, be bound, but plead them to be better.
Okay, what did I do?
Oh, I mean, you've only destroyed 2 parallels and brought us into an emergence of 7, and those 7 are in peril because none of them know how to fight each other's issues, and they don't know how to communicate because none of them have bonded. There's an issue that you guys don't understand with the parallelness. When you bring things together, just like Avarice came in, you understand Strixhaven was founded because of those gates, and because those gates exist is because 2 planets collided, that now all of us are forcing these parallels to do similar senses that are not prepared for such, in which they do not know what mage hunters are. By the way, thank you, they are deadlier than ever, and they are not getting any easier to stop. Beyond that, we have other issues that we're still struggling and trying to tackle over, but at the end of the day, we are facing a conundrum. Do you all return, or do you go forward? If you do not come back, we will not lose, but we will lose substantially many facets and have to rebuild, which can take a very long time in the sense of how long you are gone from us. If you go forward, the four in which we have been informed of will test you. And I do not know whether or not you will all return, if at all.
What, the 4 will test us? Oh, I don't want to be tested by them.
I thought we were supposed to kill them.
I didn't stab
I
you.
know, right?
This is their first attempt at us, because we're
But
their
this is
enemies.
what he's saying is this is your first attempt at them. You've never been to their home. You don't know what they're capable of. You've never faced one. You created armies to fight them, and it succeeded. But you have never come face to face with a single one of them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do try to not fight my own battles.
So do
Copy.
they. Is
Hey, so I want to make a check to basically confer with the other me's about what the fuck he's talking about.
Give
we're
me
in the
a
middle of a giant
on a
sigil
check.
right now of the 4.
So who's Virginia?
Sorry, what was that, AZEREP?
Give me a narcotic check.
You know, that like old ass water bug.
Water bugs, they're the best. Don't they make
Like-
you feel brave?
No, I'm
Sorry.
terrified of water bugs. They all hurt.
25.
Guess them. They all confer. No, this is a painstakingly truth. You guys are deciding, or not deciding necessarily immediately, but you guys are on the cusp of, is your focus the 4, or is your focus the threats that are home? The threats that are home will only get worse from beyond. But if you face beyond at home threats, I don't know.
Oh
You'd be
no,
shield.
I was more talking about the things he was spouting about the other multiverses colliding.
Oh, that's very true. 100%. Absolutely factual. Not a doubt. Everyone's witnessed it. All the other Gastrons are like, oh yeah, we're fucked if this doesn't get solved. Like, it's going to happen. Everyone will live. It's whether or not... The point is that the other parallels are not adapting, and that's what matters. Assimilation is not achieved.
Okay. Hey guys, so we're gonna want to have to take care of that incursion thing, the colliding of the multiverses, because yeah, that's a bad.
So,
is
not
that
this.
moving
Because-
forward? Is that moving forward or staying? I don't understand.
Also, what do you mean by bound?
You mean me or... Were you asking me? I don't know if you're asking me or someone else. I don't know.
I'm asking Eric.
That's what oh, Eric.
Yeah, you.
I mean that history and rules have been written, and once, well, due to the snarls, keep them twisted in ways that cannot be broken so easily.
So you plan on locking me inside the snarls?
We cannot. But is correct. There's a lot of retroactive buoyancies upon the campus. The more we gain in the influx of obsidities, leave us having to adapt. We must make choices, must adapt, and must lose, as we do not have the necessary knowledge or technology to contain everything.
Ooh, so do we leave the
Well-
past behind? and just let them die, and then maybe win the big game, or save everybody and maybe lose the big game?
Let's be
Well,
real.
our
Saving
goal
everyone is
here-
not
We
optimal.
have will probably be for not their benefit.
Our goal here was to deal with the Phyrexian hive, and the four were a distant threat in the future. I don't see why we'd pursue the four right now since they're subdued because loot is keeping them away, as are the Phyrexians. We should go back, right?
I mean, I can always start over again, so I'm fine with either way.
No. We're not doing that. We're not starting over again.
Well, you guys wouldn't. I would.
Can you?
Yeah. Maybe.
Will you?
Only if we lose.
Is all of your items and research notes are in Strixhaven?
Well, I have like 300 other versions we could go to.
No, it's the multiverse colliding together right now.
Yeah.
It's slamming
no.
every Strixhaven into each other.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's right. We were further along than we were last time. I could break it again.
I think it will get even worse if we break it again.
I don't think we can break it again.
Don't doubt my abilities, sir.
Not without you killing yourself.
I've died a lot of times. I'm fine.
Not this time, we're not killing anyone anymore. We're dealing with the problems and living with the results now.
Well, I tried that. It didn't work. But fine. Let's do it your way.
Yeah, because I don't see why we'd go to the four right now. We have too many domestic problems, and the four seem away at the moment because of the Phyrexians and loot being sealed.
Also, Eric, thank you for confirming my thesis that if you just wander into the miasma and walk far enough, go far enough, you can end up in a parallel.
Well,
Because that was my aim.
of course, you always do.
All right, explain that.
Well, if you walked into something that you couldn't see because there was smoke in your face, and you walked back out and it was somewhere familiar, then you did. Did you track time, or were you distracted? Did you measure it, or were you obstructed? Was there any way of you being able to visually or vocally or any other concept point to when and how?
We were meditating.
And you thought of what? A trail or a track? Like some kind of tycoon mechanism that lets you lay out some kind of path over and under the obstructions before you? You can think of it, yes. But no Sherlock just does naturally. There are rules, there are bindings, there's gravitas. We all witness everything. Especially some.
Yes, but also my theory is essentially it's possible to time travel without using time magic.
Absolutely. Time magic was a method of forcing time travel, not creating time travel. Time travel existed beforehand, easily enough.
You don't
We're
even
traveling to
need
the Fey
magic.
realm.
Time magic was a unique function that was more snap of the finger accessible than the travel and construction of the necessary materials and energy to do so.
If you're really talented, you could use engineering to travel through time.
And this is also a valid point, but even then, the resources necessary is what leaves a stain on the worlds before.
Yeah.
That is why wars never end, and conflicts begin. You guys are on a cusp. It's not permanent, but it's factor. You either go forward or you go back. You can fight the Phyrexians and win, or almost win, or almost lose. I don't see how you could lose, but you could. You really could. The way you guys roll, absolutely possible. It'd be miserable. It'd be a very sad, unnecessary TPK due to failedom. You could go back and just succeed. I don't know. You could go forward and fight something you've never seen before. If you go back, nothing will be beyond CR25. There is a cap. Nothing's ever existed beyond such threshold. You guys are becoming almost the strongest beings ever to perceive the world from that viewpoint. Doesn't mean there are not threats, but there will not be threats if you go back, if you succeed. Failure is still an option, and there are still loose ends you have never completed that will absolutely be haunting. Going forward means you leave those behind to fate. I will slowly decide what becomes of them, and they will haunt the other campaigns. You will be known of them. I'm sure Robert or Seg or anyone else upon the vessel who looks back forward every once in a while for an update will get an updated status of such. But if you go forward against the 4, you'll be stepping into realms in which safety is not guaranteed and threats are assured. There are things and even the 4 will not fuck with. But they know how to navigate it. Do you?
Which path is the one where we prevent the other multiverses from colliding with each other?
Unfortunately, you have to stop one or the other. You could try to stop both, but only one of them needs to be handled for that to be capably prevented from harm. You guys created the thread, the fracture, the splint. I didn't do anything. Your decisions created
No,
so
I'm-
many bad
You did
ideas.
that, or was that Shia?
So, guys, maybe we clean up our mess before leaving for another party.
But
I mean, we can always come back to fight the 4, right?
yeah, I guess we could go in there like a wrecking ball, fix the issue.
I'd
We just
rather
gotta
go
recombine timelines, if I remember right. I think that's what was happening.
Yeah, like a relayering,
reorganization.
yeah. Like it's like a bad muscle that's knotted.
So there's a couple ways we could do it. We can erase the other realities that we don't like, and just keep the ones we do. Or maybe we can try to merge it.
We could establish a new order.
Or I could shove them even further apart so they don't interfere with each other. And then it'll just kind of branch out and each one be its own reality.
Well, that sounds indefensible.
What?
We still have to protect all of it from the 4.
Well, you can't get to them. They're their own reality.
The 4 have proven they can do that.
Yeah,
Well,
like
then we just push them apart so they
I've
don't kill
proven
each other.
we can
Then we
do
kill 'em.
that.
I'm thinking we could ascend me and I can use the power at the peak of ascension to straighten out the universe. Prevent the collapse, and then we have more to work with. We have an entire battlefields of surveillance.
So when you say prevent the collapse, what are you going to do with the other realities?
I'm gonna repair everything.
Oh, how?
Well, they're all collapsing in from somewhere else, so I'm gonna just put them back to where they weren't collapsing, and then create laws of reality to prevent them from
I
collapsing.
feel like I
in.
have to create a Tetris version game for Shio to play, and we all witness his success or failure in doing such.
Oh,
I feel
gosh.
like that's the only solution.
I
I am a terrible Tetris player.
You got to break 10,000 points. You
I'm
got to
so
do it.
good at
Oh god,
Tetris. I get bored and then I lose on purpose. I'm like, okay, I've gone.
yeah.
Good.
Well, if we're worried about me not being able to do it, I have a crown that lets me speak to the gods, and I could ask for their assistance.
So this may surprise you, Shia, but I am a master at planar magics, right?
Yeah, why are you worrying about failure then?
I'm not. I'm just deciding how we're gonna fix it. That's what I'm asking.
Well,
I mean,
we
I
have
could use
that
your help too.
telepathic link, so we can know what the other person's doing while I'm ascending and work together to help it succeed. Like with Gaston, only instead of fusing it all into one, we reestablish the walls between realities so people like us don't walk through a doorway and we're in 4 parallels to the left.
So we want to keep my parallels. You know, I made them, right?
I mean, I guess we could collapse most of them, but if we collapse them all into one, again,
No,
all of the
no,
Thoraxians
no.
will be into one.
We can't merge them all into one.
Yeah, I think that's a bad idea. I did it so you'd have
We
freedom
were-
too.
When the Raven transformed into Byron, he specifically warned us against doing that.
Okay, so we will maintain the newly established order that is imposed upon reality.
Yes.
Like, there's a whole entire section of what was it? More than 200 parallels that were just completely vaporized because of the rejoining.
Oh, yeah, but that's the small
Naturally.
segment of all the ones I made.
Actually, what?
It's confirmed that there's over 1,800 already at this point.
Yeah. Let's just
How-
say I was very proactive.
How many times did he attempt the rejoining?
Oh, at least 5. And that's with different parties. You weren't the first one.
Probably the only one to succeed, though.
Well, we lost a lot of members every time that happened, so I guess that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Sacrifices.
But yeah, we can definitely pin it up. So we just get to ascend you so you can blah 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 with the gods so they can do their damn jobs.
And I
then
can
I'll
have
just
you run calculations.
yeah.
Like you
Hey,
love to
Eric,
do.
why have you allowed this to get this bad?
Well, I'm technically called Runt Sizzledongs, but I understand your confusion because there's so many versions of me. I think there's 4 in all technicalities of the existing living versions. But you mean in the sense of why it is that I'm currently present? Because I was the rule keeper and the rule master, and which is currently
No, I mean in the
assigned
sense of why the fuck Itz is allowed to do the things he does.
because he is the rule master and he is the man who is inclined.
I'm willing to make the
'Cause-
sacrifices to win.
Have you ever
But
understood that sometimes the more
No,
you retrograde against oneself, it creates a type of vacuum that needs to be filled. And to fill it, you must be able to have the capabilities of, one would say, a goldfish. And not everyone has that capability, you see, that certain things grow when there is a vacuum or a void. Not all species can do that. And unfortunately for us, the species in which is in our hand at all times. He points to his.
So in my defense, I'm trying to save everybody. I just can't.
From
Because
your
reality is
own
set against me.
bullshit.
Partially. The 4
Yep.
are the main cause of this, and we will defend our home, but first we need our
Because
home to be
In
united.
fairness, is put the ultimate objectives against him. If we cannot beat this, we do not deserve to exist, and he is not wrong. You guys all must be able to prevail, even death, multiple times. Not once, not twice. Like, you guys have to hit that shit like you're playing an idle game for years, kind of achievement goal. And Iz has pushed you through, and you have kept pushing. And multiple of you guys have found multiple ways of preventing death, even after death and death and death and death and more death. And still, I can't kill you until I get to another death. And with that, that is what Iz has been building, a way to beat the web that keeps killing. Imagine Resident Evil 1 and you're in that fucking
so he's
hallway,
trying to
and that
beat
thing
death.
waffles you guys every time. He's not
Not-
just trying to beat Beth. He is trying to brute force success.
Yeah, so Big is actually
It's-
super powerful, and he built entire armies to fight this battle and won, but he still lost, no matter
Against
what
the
he
Four.
did. Yeah. So it's not like he can't just brute force it. He can, but it
But
will not
here's the
solve
bigger
problem.
problem. Here's the bigger problem is that losing and winning
Yeah.
let the 4 know so much. So now the 4 has free access to you guys at all times. They could appear if they wanted to. They don't have to, though. They're observing.
Hey, Eric, how aware are you of my situation right now?
I understand all rules in which have been written. I
So
have written
you
every
know
one.
that the Lady of Pain smiled at me.
I entered your registrations and all of your gestures and all of your actions and interactions with anything beyond all parallels, yes. Your Lady of Pain is unfortunately branded many. Well, you are the man of chaos. You are the viewer of the 4. You are the one who can see their tunnel without a lens. Can you give me a D100? There's a chance. The next session you will be greeted by a ambassador of assumably the 4 or another in which the battlefield yields. I hope you are all ready. I may or may not drop a surprise for you guys to try to go about preparing yourselves for. But someone is on approach, and they will arrive by next week. We will pause it there. You guys have got a lot of development, a lot of serious understandings, and now a situation that needs not resolve, but direction. And both are valid and both are viable. The question is how? Imagine a board game. If you roll the dice, it'd be risky, right? But what if you didn't have to roll? What if you could domino? You've been through so many parallels, but you've never tried to benefit off of them. You know what you do in one fucks up something else. Obviously, you guys have done that tons of times and accepted it. You're like, yep, add that to the war crimes. But at what point have any of you ever said, could we Saint Dane the situation? Could we purposefully get places to a point of collapse, but not yet let it? And then when it matters most, pull that string, let the battery run, let the test or the demo go on repeat, and let it ripple instead. Let it create a barrier of defense. Let it protect us because we're in the center of our own control. Or why is it every single time we face something, it kicks us in the ass? I'm gonna let you guys stew on that. And we're gonna end it there. I hope you guys had a blast. And I hope it was a lot of fun.
AZEREP, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Is this supposed to be an evil campaign?
An evil campaign? Absolutely not. They have been
Totally
nothing but
turned that way.
heroes. They always say
We
they're the
really
bad
have been
guys,
saving.
but they really have been saving. It's just when they
Okay.
save, they sacrifice a
Okay.
lot. They don't do both. They're really bad at multi-objective, and
Okay,
it's very
'cause-
capable. They go, oh well, let's just
We
really
come
focus
in
on
with
getting
good
one right,
intentions.
and we give
'Cause
two of
what-
them up. It's like XCOM. You don't get everyone out, but you beat the mission with a really bad review.
Because what Gaston is figuring here right now is it's is literally the problem.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's been
Like,
known. No one has doubted
the-
that. That has been proven time and time and time
It's not
again.
my fault.
Rep has an
And-
item
Too
that
late
when
to
he
get
puts
pissed.
it
Now we just
on,
have to fix
he
his
sees
fucking
like
crime.
50 of them. He sees every is that did right, and they're still not
Like-
there in front of him.
It's like I'm scared you guys have a burning house and you guys are bitching the entire way.
Of course,
Every
we're gonna
time.
bitch
No,
the other way. We're
so-
on fire.
It's still gonna get done, but yes.
I'm going to save you. I don't want to be saved.
The objective
Put
is
me
the
back in
same,
the
but the
fire.
result
Do a
is what
better job
matters.
at saving us.
It's more the fact that
Be saved by you.
from Gaston's point of view, like,
Okay, let me put it this way. Here, I just thought of this. I was like, how do I explain this in a way that totally makes sense? Okay, If any of you guys have seen Spider-Man Miles Morales Into the Multiverse, they have their little web thing, right? The second film explains this whole parallel universe where every single Spider-Man has their anchor that the Spider-Verse, thank you. That's the cool
You're
version,
talking about
right?
the canon events.
Yes, the canon, thank you. The canon events where if X doesn't die, then they don't become the Spider-Man they're supposed to be, blah, 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 blah. Basically, it's similar to that. Here's the difference, though, is that it's not up to that canon event happening. It's the events you fail to stop. Where Miles Morales succeeded in making everything negative stop happening. But because of his success, everyone was so dreadful that it counteracted his successing of not being there. But you guys have control of that. It's just, I'll be honest, they have in every right done their very best. When they fought the turkey, 3 of them got swallowed at one point. There wasn't much they could do but succeed in the moment. They lost a lot of fucking characters. There was a lot of students that got eaten up before they succeeded, but they
Okay,
did their
they were
very
already
best
eaten
to
when
save
we
them.
got there.
It wasn't their fault, but they did try. They got there a little late. They could have got there sooner. It doesn't change the factor. There was other things in their way. Every
Yeah, we're
other
definitely not
objective,
perfect at that.
same thing with the biggest mistake I always bring up. Honestly, I think this is the biggest one, and I don't know if they realize it completely yet off of theming, but the corpse flower was a huge failure. And when that thing got away, they have had nothing but miserable experiences with miasmas, gases, poisons, floral benevolences, crazy creatures beyond the Melbro. Like, it's been insane in all those ways with their unfortunate nature ways. But it's based off of their entire decisions from parallels very, 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 very early on, Gaston, that have unfortunately led them to this hiccup.
Oh no, I realize that. However, from Don's point of view, everything ends eventually, and
They've dodged it so far.
Gaston's point of view at this point is prolonging the inevitable, and because of that, it is quite literally destroying the multiverse.
But
Another
it's making
robot gun.
one. But we'll get there. Maybe. We'll see if the other campaigns can stop it or help
Like-
or do something else altogether. We'll see. There's
Gaston's
a lot of
questioning
wishes
at
to
this
be casted. Gaston?
Gaston's questioning at this point Gaston's questioning at this point, did his father eventually betray its?
Ooh, well, it would not be the first. And
Because I'm pretty sure
you know, it's
that with
funny that you
how-
mentioned that. Because let me tell you something. Yesterday, the deck of many things was drawn 3 times. It's really funny. I kid you not. If you go and watch the session, the deck of many things was drawn 3 times. And of those 3 times, there was many, many spiteful hatred packs now created that are meant for murder, failure, and purposeful destruction. And whoever's in the way of that path will be harmed also. So you're not off the wrong foot. But maybe this is how things happen. The person with that deck cannot be killed until now. They were unkillable. And yet they were the ones to wield the item that can stop their own demise. They can literally destroy themselves if drawn incorrectly. And they know it. None of their team realizes what they've had for the past 30 sessions. None of them know. It's been a secret this entire time. They are what everyone has collected and what everyone has come to know and what Shio has written through the histories of parallels. But you are coming to understand, Gaston, that these things are not intertwined in a single campaign. For these individuals before you have intervened with almost every single campaign in existence of my universe so far and fucked something up in their world and brought it back here as a proof that they could do things beyond just their own. And everything in the battlefield is so possible. Because these guys, they don't fuck with the weakest shit. They go and poke the biggest bear in the tiniest cave with the least amount of space to escape and hope Web can hug it tight enough to not get killed. because these things will absolutely decimate them usually. And they get lucky. But luck's running out. That's the truth.
I mean, like the Kraken, that was a huge threat until we had to protect it.
And truth, like that was risky. You guys could have lost a lot right then and there. You guys risked it all, really. You guys really could have. That was a roll against a roll. I couldn't defuse a nat 20. I mean, you know what I mean? Fate has it. But at every time, there was always something real laid out. And look, it is just lost language of his own kind. Like, there's never been a risk reward. I'm serious, Gaston. These guys have been peeled from their skins. These are not the same characters you would have seen when they first came to campus. When Iz greeted them, it was, hey, we're going to have so much fun. You guys are going to learn so much stuff. I'm so excited to teach you guys. And then it just became really dark really fast. And it's been them going through the mud. They've been soldiers like no man's land, trunches and trunches and trunches, and they've been finding people like yourselves, brave enough to continue with them and continue until they've fallen off, and you have yet to. And they applaud that. They grate that. And you, Gaston, have been merged into 37 other versions of yourself, in which you literally now have the infinite understanding and possibilities of such. With it, these people have empowered you. And you are now with them in their struggle. It is bad. It is unfortunate.
And with it, Gaston has come to the realization, it's is the problem.
But is it? Is it this? Is it this one, or is it another? Because there are others, and they know of them. There are bigger versions of him, and there are much more powerful versions that they have met. In all literal terms, they know where one resides right now. They could take you to him.
That sleepy little guy.
The question is why have they never done anything, and what are they afraid of? Because I've never told them they couldn't. They've never taken action against another Is. They have met so many, and they have just been like, yo, respect, bro. Pa, pa, pa. Like, I don't know.
Well,
I don't
talked
get
to
it. I'm
most of them.
confused. Yeah, but I don't know why they let it happen, Gaston. You got to meet one. They're pretty cool, I guess. That's the thing.
They all
They're
seem
fad.
better than ours.
They are me. I don't understand.
They have
It's like-
straight answers.
Yeah. They're more complete copies than me.
AZEREP, I think Gaston might leave the party.
If you feel as it is a necessity. I do not mean to make you burden.